Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Aeroflow Race for Real. It is our DYO Comp night brought to you proudly by DYO Racing and PSC Racing as well. It's great to see Mark Duskalakis and the legend Brett Starchbury out there as well, and Shaz. Just joining me in commentary is Adam to kick the night off. What's going on, brother?
Not a lot, mate. I'm really excited, though. It's a DYO Racing tonight, so we've got a DYO own competition. I'm just going to bring up all the prizes we've got, Stewie, because I heard there's a bit of cash up for grabs.
Yeah, there certainly is. I believe there is close to $500 up for grabs tonight for the winner, and we've got some tough competitors out the back. And it's also great to see some races that I haven't seen for a while, and I do believe that might have been one of them down on track at the moment.
Mighty Tirana there, 11:14 at 1:22.
Yeah, that might have been, I know who he is now, Steve Sarkis in the Sigma. He's got parachute on the back of it. I know he's been doing a bit of work on this car because I've seen the photos of it on the street. It's floating around, but great to see Steve here tonight. Of course, this Saturday, guys, if you love drag racing, particularly 8th mile drag racing, that can get a little bit crazy. We've also got the no prep races joining the 2200 Drag Racers Association this Saturday here at Sydney Dragway, and it's all 8th mile drag racing with, well, it is no prep, but I'd say very, very minimal prep. But I've had a very, very good conversation with Johnny Habib this morning, and I can tell you what, Adam, there are some big cars coming on Saturday. The Boscovich boys will be here. They've got 1,000 horsepower. Wow. Falcon coming out.
We've got a slow one here on the slow line, Stewie, but you're saying, yes, John Sarkis, they went through with a 10:33, 1:31. Yeah, but Johnny Habib, so I said no prep race. So good old grudge racing, mate.
It is grudge racing. It'll be, they go into stage, green light and go.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And yeah, they've brought it back now. It's a bit like the old Pro Street days, Adam. There's a few different classes that they've got. One of them is a 4x4 class for GTRs, Evos, and cars like that. Then they got like an outlaw field. Now, basically, all the cars have got to be steel bodied. And they can either run a 10.5-inch slick, or they can run a 275 radial. And it is 8th mile drag racing. Now, some people would be like, well, what's the point of 8th mile? Well, you've got to get the car down for a start. Yeah. You've got to be able to tune your car to the track. Yeah. And the good thing about these cars, and the way he's explaining it to me today, is that a lot of the cars that are coming are actually built for no prep racing. So whether it be here at Sydney Dragway or out at Willoughby as well, you know, there's a lot of suspension work that goes in with those cars. So it's going to be an exciting event. So if you guys want to see some wheel standing race cars, make sure you get out for that one as well. That's going to be sensational.
Definitely looking forward to that one coming up, Stewie.
G'day, Zach. How are you, brother? Good to see you tuning in via YouTube. Tell you what, we've got some killer cars out the back already that have entered for our DYO Comp, but we've got a GTR just stranded on the side of the rocket lane at the moment, and our track staff just having a quick look to make sure that there's nothing broken. But I'll tell you what, we've got a bit of Yankee iron sitting below us in the rocket lane, and a first timer out here, Adam, with a very country style looking Subaru. It's got the bull bar on the front of it, got the roof pod. That's kind of cool. Almost channeling a little bit of Romanos there with the roof pod on top.
Bit of Nana spec going on.
Yeah. Rockstar Romanos. Steve Sarkis coming up return road, 10:33. How are you, brother? Good to see you here, mate. I'll catch up with you a little bit later. Absolute legend, Steve Sarkis, of course. Big part of the old Sarkis Brothers racing team that used to run Agro 1, as well as the old 57 Chev they used to have, Pro Slammer. But looks like we've got a little bit of gunk down on the track out of that GTR, which potentially, I'm not going to say it is, but potentially it could be a drive shaft problem because hey, it's four-wheel drive. They're not the easiest cars to get off the line, Adam, are they?
No. Just before I got some down, so Zach replied back to you, mate, asked you what you thought of your Brashenats action on Sunday.
Honestly, Zach, the cars at Brashenats on the weekend were mental, absolutely mental. Okay? But, and I say a big but because, you know, those cars are just getting so serious now, and the engine builders are just getting so serious now. Unfortunately, we had a lot of oil downs, which kind of set us back a bit. I know because I was on the cleanup crew, generally first one on the pad. And look, it's burnouts. There's always going to be carnage. But I do believe that, look, I think a lot of the burnout guys will put their heads together and they'll work out a plan of attack to try and eliminate it, whether that involves people putting a nappy on the bottom of the engine. But, you know, that's for the burnout people to work out.
Yeah.
I'm not a burnout hierarchy at all. I'm just a commentator. But,
it definitely needs some sort. They need to come up with some sort of solution. And said if it is some sort of nappy, or if you have a certain spec or certain horsepower, or because I said it gets a bit disappointing when you see them do a triple tip in, and then they just stop, and you're like, that's
right.
The adrenaline rush suddenly just pops. But.
And don't get me wrong, Zach, my ears were still ringing 2 days after the event. Mind you, I wasn't wearing hearing protection, but I mean, some of them weren't that loud. There were a couple of cars that were screaming. But I must say, there were a couple of standout cars for me, though, Zach. One of them was Big Papa.
Yes.
The blown Tirana. Honestly, that thing sounded mental.
He's definitely got that dialed in. I said the last couple of events he's been in, he's literally been the top contender to compete with. But I said that yellow VY, blown VY, taking out the win.
Yeah.
Stellar effort.
Oh, that was a killer skid, though, that last skid. That was crazy.
Especially when they had, I don't know if those that didn't watch, we had a box section where to get bonus points, they had to perform their burnout inside the box and come back out. And
I was going to say, if we've got a shot of the burnout pad, the lines are actually still painted on the burnout pad, so
we might get that up in a little bit.
People might be able to see it. But we got Tractor out on track, guys, in the rocket lane, just doing a quick rub of the track. So, that's just a bit unfortunate there for that Skyline driver. But hey, guys, that is motor racing. Things do go wrong. Hey, Psyop, yeah, 100%, mate. The Winter Nationals were just off their head.
Here you go, Stewie. We'll show those lines for you.
Yes, there you are, guys. So they're the lines that Mick actually painted himself. And we had the witches' hats there.
The chair wasn't there, Benny, no.
No, the chair wasn't there. But the idea was, guys, that anybody that actually went in there, they were going to give them a few extra bonus points for going in there.
But the thing was, if you hit the witches' hats on that line, it rubbed out the points that you were going to get in the first place. So it was kind of like, if you're really skilled and you really want those points, then go for it. If you're not so sure, because it said some were coming down the tip-in area, and when they're doing the tip-in, they'll hit in the witches' hats, and then they had to go in the box to try and get the points back from hitting the witches' hats. So, and mate, it was really good, something different, and the variety definitely, I said, kept you on your toes.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, guys, the Bushman is in the house, so I'm going to vacate the seat and I'll go out and do what I do. I might jump back up in the box later. We'll see how we go.
There's a couple of cars in the pit lane we might go have a look at, mate, that Corvette, and see what Sarkis has been up to. And
absolutely. Going to go down and have a word with everybody, give them a bit of a stir up,
yeah,
as you do. So I'll leave you in the capable hands of Adam and the Bushman.
So just having a look at the track here. We're still doing a bit of repair here with Vista Track, going down the track.
Good evening, Adam.
Good evening, Stephen. How are we?
I'm well, thank you. Well, thank you.
You haven't missed much, mate. We've had half a car run, so...
That's okay. It is the
way
it seems to have been.
When we said stall for Bushy, we didn't mean physically stall the car.
No. It's not necessary that the commentary team can do without me, I'm sure. But welcome everybody to tonight's Aeroflow Race for real. There's been a lot of action going on at Sydney Dragway recently and in the sport nationwide, of course. Last weekend, the Winter Nationals on up at
We've had Winter Nationals, Ration Nats, and now we've got a couple of bracket races later on tonight.
Yes.
So.
Yep, as I said, there's always plenty going on.
Yes, 100%.
And it's a pretty good mix of cars down in the staging lanes. We see a very late model Corvette down there. Be interesting to see what that runs.
Apparently, Stewie says he heard a whining sound.
Oh, okay.
So, sorry, Ben said it. No, it wasn't Stewie, it was Ben. I'm sorry, Ben. Oh.
What have I done now?
Nothing. We're just talking about you.
We're talking about...
Well, I know, I can hear you.
We're talking about the little whirring sound that comes out of that Corvette. Potentially.
Well, potentially, maybe.
Well, actually, I'm standing just in front of the Corvette. He's just having a word with Brett Stutchbury at the moment.
Okay.
So
I haven't
disturbed them.
While we've got our next pair of cars rolling up to the start line, you posted on Facebook the other day, should I take my helmet to Brashenats? Now, there was unwhelming pressure from the public for you to do such things. Did you?
No, because I left home and forgot.
He should have worn
I will say one thing, though. The helmet is actually in the car tonight, because I was going to go go-karting yesterday, but that didn't eventuate. But I am down here with this driver of the Corvette, and he's lucky tonight, Steve, because Mark Thomas is not here. So Mark's not going to ask for the keys. What's your name, mate?
Hang on.
You're right.
Chris.
Hey, Chris, welcome to Aeroflow Race for real, mate. See, a lot of these Corvettes out here at Sydney, the boys told me they heard a little bit of a whirring sound coming out of it.
Hippers are quick, aren't they? Here I was thinking I was going to come in stealth.
We've shown his cards already.
Half my luck, eh? No, that's right. There's definitely something making a whirring sound in the back, so it's not stock. Like,
so, is it supercharged?
it is indeed. Yeah, it wouldn't come here any other way.
Well, I mean, you could have a turbo in it, of course, but so what type of supercharger's on it?
It's a Pro Charger. Yeah. Went down to Melbourne. Spent about 4 months down there getting it done, so yeah, no regrets.
Well, mate, I'll tell you what, whenever you can drive a car with a smile.
How much power did it make?
About 16.
Oh, wow.
1,600.
1,600. Bloody hell, that's 16. That's about 1,850 at the end.
Not quite. No, we'll find out anyway. It's been dynoed, but let's see if it lives up to 750 horsepower, eh?
Well, 750 is definitely nothing to sneeze at, and for a street car, too. I mean, really, that's all you need. I mean, unless you come here and you want to...
No, you always want more, right? ZR1X is the next, but you got to wait a long time for them. I waited 3 years for this car, and I was 14. But of course, there's an insider lot that get their cars first. So ordered mine in 2020, got it in 2023. 500 horsepower ain't enough, so supercharge it, and here I am after 35 years. Out of Tirana here once upon a time when I was 19. So yeah, midlife crisis and go Corvette.
Well, of course, we've seen these cars, not so much on the drag strip, but particularly at Bathurst in GT. And look, we know what they're capable of in that scenario. But to see one that's been modified and to have it here at Sydney Dragway, it really is going to put a cat amongst the pigeons, because you've got a car like what's coming out just ahead of you now, the R35 GTRs. They're still very much work in progress, and I dare say these are still work in progress as well.
Oh yeah, for sure they are. That's the thing, I don't think they can let go of the C8 line. It's just such a good model. I mean, Corvettes have always been fantastic machines, right? But this is just something else, so yeah, no, we'll be back with the next mods, the next make.
Fantastic. Well, mate, thank you very much for bringing the car out, and good luck tonight. They say red makes you go faster.
Yeah, so the black that I came with, like I say, 35 years ago, that was pretty quick, but supposedly that red Duco just gives it that extra second or whatever.
I agree. I've recently found out I must have a thing for red cars, Stu, and yes.
Your escort's red, isn't it?
Yeah, and my other car is red too. So
Yes.
I agree with the Corvette driver down there. So yes, let's see what it will do in the very near future. Be interesting to see what sort of speeds he gets out of it too, making that sort of horsepower. I think that's going to be where we're going to see the big jump there.
No pressure.
No pressure at all. Just at your own pace, mate.
Actually, Steve, when you were talking about pressure, well, I don't know if you'd exactly say pressure, but more being nervous. We've got Ashley Grimer down here in the ute. Ashley, racing Dial Your Own tonight. You excited?
Oh, I'm pumped. I'm excited. It's all part of the learning. And yeah, give it another crack. Why not?
Now, you've got Dad behind you. I don't know who's more excited, you or your dad.
I think we both are pretty equal in how excited we are. We've been waiting for this moment, so we're here and we get to enjoy it together, so that's awesome.
Now, Laurie, I've got a question to ask you, mate. If you are up against Ashley in a race tonight, are you going to maybe back off a bit and let Ashley win?
Wow.
I won't have to back off. Her car's quicker than mine, so we'll just see how we go.
Because, you know, Ashley knows you're very good on the reaction time. So, you know, she's going to have a race face on tonight.
She's not bad herself, but on time too.
Yeah, true. But once that helmet goes on, you don't care who's in the other lane.
That's it, buddy. That's it. It's all about having good fun.
It's great to see the Grimer family out here as well as part of Aeroflow Race for Real. Of course, Ashley, one of our fantastic officials here as well, here at Sydney Dragway, and I cannot wait to see them both out on track at the moment, boys. It's going to be awesome. Now, Mark Duskalakis is floating around somewhere as well, and he's just over here. Mark's also helping with the Dial Your Own night tonight as well, sponsoring it as part of the event with Dialed In Racing, and I've got Mark here. Hey Mark, how are you, buddy?
How you going? Good?
Yeah, good, mate. Mate, first off, thank you for helping to get behind this Dialed Your Own night.
Yep, that's fine, all good.
Now, just a couple of things. What car are you with tonight?
We bring a couple of Commodores down, some aspirated ones, some blown ones, yeah, whole heap of Commodores.
Nice. Now, the other thing I need to touch on, 2200, no prep racing this weekend. You've entered the Tirana. Yep. I've had a good chat with Johnny Habib. And Steve, I don't know if you know this or not, but Simon Krieger has left at the last minute, i.e. today, to let people know that he's entered for the no prep this weekend. He had his new car on the dyno today. I haven't actually spoken to Simon as yet. But, mate, if you got to race Simon in a new car, wouldn't that be exciting?
Yeah, it would. The guy's a legend, man, so I'm happy to line him up, more than happy.
And, mate, it's a great series to be a part of too, that MPRA.
100%.
Well, mate, should be a good night of Dial Your Own Racing. You wish you were driving?
Yeah, everyone good luck, and yeah, let's go.
All right, let's do it. Now, Lucy's here as well from Dialed In Racing. What's going on, mate?
Not much. How about you?
Yeah, I'm recovered after brushing ads. Did you watch any of it?
No, unfortunately, we're at Winter National, so it was quite full on with that. But I heard there was some. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, and very loud. Very loud. No, it was a great event. But tonight, Dial Your Own Racing, and Brett Stutchery just here as well from Dialed In Racing. Mate, thanks for getting behind this event once again. We've got a great mix of cars here tonight.
Yeah, mate. Good variety of car, and it's good to see, and people come out and enjoy themselves. That's what we're after.
Now, just touching on the Winter Nats, as Owen comes through in the Volkswagen, how to go for Dialed In Racing?
Yeah, really well, mate. The cars performed really well, so we had good packages there, and yeah, we left it up to the drivers. We told them we had good cars, and unfortunately, it was a couple of red lights involved, and that was it. So, yeah, got through, probably through. But always, mate, internationals, best in Australia. Yeah, it's a good effort.
No, it was a sensational event. Brian coming out now with Sammy Joe and the Green Machine. Of course, Exciting times and sad times as well for your team because, you know, Super Street's been your happy hunting ground for a very long time. New challenges in the future. Exciting, but I guess sad at the same time.
Yeah, it is sad, mate, because we've made a lot of friends along the way, and this is where we learned our roots. And yeah, it's going to be sad, but this is what we do, and we move up. And yeah, the boys want to step it up. Sammy wants to step it up. My car, when we're back out here, we're a class above in Super Sedan as well. So yeah, fun times ahead, and it's just another challenge, really. It's basically, yeah, dial the cars in again and go again.
Well, mate, it is great to have you here at Sydney Dragway for Aeroflow Race for real, but most of all, thanks for getting behind this Dial Your Own night.
Yeah, thanks very much, and thanks to Sydney Dragway for hosting these events and letting us help out, and yeah, looking forward to more in the future.
Well, mate, we love having you here. We love seeing everybody here. And if you're watching via the live stream, your friends were saying, you know, is it racing? Yeah, racing's on.
Yeah, it's it. Come down. Bring it down. You still got time to enter the Dial Your Own. Let's go.
Absolutely. Now, there's a beautiful looking black Harley sitting in the lanes here. And I know Benny upstairs just absolutely loves his cruisers. He's not on the mic, but we've got the boys here. How you going, guys? Good?
How are you?
Hey, good to see you back, man.
Good, mate.
Mate, last time you brought that Harley out, mate, you made me sit up and take notice. What are you trying to do tonight? Run similar times or try and beat what you've done before?
Yeah, probably similar times, maybe hopefully the 10s, see what happens.
Well, mate, it's good air out here at the moment. It's not too cool, and the track's been in sun all day, so it should be killer.
Yeah, that's it.
You'll be right, mate. Go out and have some fun. Speaking about that, Steve, we must say a big congratulations too to Neville Smith, who licensed in Top Fuel Motorcycle and ended up winning the Winter Nationals as well. So, Nev, congratulations, brother. Well done. Back up to you boys upstairs.
Thank you very much, Stu. And yeah, a great bunch of people down in the staging lanes. There's a few familiar faces, obviously, and then also a couple of new faces, which is always fantastic to see. And as Brett just said, there's plenty of time to get on down and get involved in the Dial Your Own shootout tonight. Of course, the winner taking home $500 and the runner-up taking home $125 out of the pot. So definitely an opportunity. That competition starts at 8 p.m. tonight.
So still plenty of time to get in. He said you might get a couple of runs in before and then go, you know what, I might give that Dial Your Own session a go. So it's the perfect opportunity between now and 8 o'clock to work in what a good bracket time is. And
yes, and for those of us that are not familiar with what a dial-in actually is a self-nominated handicap. So the cars obviously competing in that competition tonight, they will run, I'm assuming 2 or 3 perhaps runs before 8 o'clock. Yep. And then out of those 2 or 3 runs, they'll look at their time cards and go, oh, I've run a 10.0, for example, a 10.1 and a 10.2. They've got to then pick a dial in out of those 3 runs, and then from there they will then be handicapped to the car beside them. So if the car beside them is quicker, that car will then have to wait on the start line, and in theory they're neck and neck at the finish line. But one of the big equalisers is the reaction time, of course.
100%. 100%. It makes it, I said, once you get that dial in time, you have a good reaction time at the same time. It makes really good close racing at the end.
Well, Steve, we've got Corey in Aiden's car tonight. Oh, Sammy Joe, red light, 46 red light. But, you know, it's good to get the first one out the way. But Corey driving a different car, 1057, still a great pass out of that car.
Yeah, nice speed out of Sammy Joe's car at 132 miles an hour. Next up, we've got a Skyline taking on a Mazda wagon down there in the Aeroflow lane.
Hey, just while we got this opportunity too, guys, just want to send a quick shout out on behalf of our commentary team to Mark Thomas. Mark was scheduled to commentate with us tonight, but he's a little bit crook at the moment. So Mark, from Steve, Adam and myself and Benny, Get well soon, mate. We miss you. Hopefully you're watching the YouTube.
Yeah, I think there is a lot of the sickness going around of this time of year. I guess with it being hot and then cold, it sort of seems to be a little bit worse. Big burnout from the Commodore down there in the Aeroflow lane.
Spoonful of concrete, she'll be right.
Yeah, 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 that's right.
But just looking back at the race, we've got an Audi here versus the Commodore here. He's got a parachute on the back.
Yeah, VK with the LS 403 turbo, well, at least one turbo on there.
Yes, okay.
By the sound of it.
One's enough.
Yeah.
Or is it?
Well, one's enough, but two's better.
Got the bullhorn exhaust out the sills.
1.3 seconds to the 60 foot.
Wow.
On a mission down there at the finish line. 874 with a 7, 159 miles an hour.
And a 13.56 with a 5 at 106 from the rocket lane. Little red Corvette.
You're not quite so little anymore, are they?
No.
No, they're pretty wild. I suspect taking them through a corner, they'd be pretty exciting. But in beside him, an absolute master of drag racing here in New South Wales. And I'd say one half the dynamic duo. David Matosevic down here in his Ford Cortina. We talked about tough races in New South Wales. They don't get much tougher than Dave, Steve.
No, that's exactly right, Stu. A recent winner here at Sydney Dragway took home.
Yes.
He's taken home at least one of our
rounds. Yeah.
One of our Aeroflow Race for Reals, and also the Nitro Champs. I think he was the winner in Nitro Champs as well back in
two-step on the Corvette. Sorry, Bushy.
I'm surprised he's got away from the line. Okay, 1.6 seconds to the 60 foot, but the Cortina is going to take the finish line. Adam with a 10.45, 129, but the Corvette.
Yeah, mate, 11.12 at 120. First run, you never know.
Yeah, I think the computer might have been saying, no, you can't do that. He was trying to do a burnout. And
Ashley Grimer up next, taking on Aidan Stutchbury in the Commodore. She's had a couple of runs now with the Ute, so as I said, got accustomed to it, and so accustomed to it, it's faster than Dad's. So
Dad could fix that. Just leave a spark plug lead off.
Spark wire lead or something, yeah.
Yeah, that'll sort it out. I'll make it
Felt like it was on 6, Dad. Oh, really? Nice launch there from Aidan.
Yeah.
1.4 in the 60.
Nice and straight down the rocket lane. We'll take the finish line. 10.05 with a 5.
Ashley crossing through with a 13.54 at 97.
Well, I can tell you guys that the conditions down here are absolutely perfect.
Is it a bit crisp, is it, Stewie?
It's not chilly at all down here, guys. It's actually quite nice. The track's been in sun all day. The temperature at the moment, it's not cold. There's a little bit of a cool breeze, but it's nothing to say that it's cold, and that's coming from me, who's a bit of a wuss when it comes to winter. So if you're thinking about coming out to race tonight, guys, I'd suggest you get out here, because conditions do not get much better than this.
An 0.94 reaction time for the racer in the Aeroflow lane.
Nice and close here, Bushy.
Yeah.
14.9 a pair. Both at 93.
Yeah, wow. And that's the unmistakable sound
Danny?
of a AU Falcon.
Yeah, it's the GOAT of Street Fighter. Danny Stoudemire, the manly shifted AU Falcon. Now, speaking about AU, Steve, when I was here at Brashenats, it was great to catch up with Matty Cav.
Oh, yes.
I haven't seen Matty for a long time.
He hasn't been at City Dragway for a long time in a working role that I'm aware of, but we know he's a very busy guy, and I'm sure he added fantastically to the commentary team that was here for Brashenats.
He's been enjoying himself doing the speed series across the road, and also doing upcoming Gazanats, so He's I said he's a bit busy on his plate, but it was good to see him.
Yep.
The character that he is on the microphone. Him and David Pendlebury like a house on fire.
Yeah, nice. That's good.
So we had a good weekend. Stewie should have brought his Simpson helmet with him because the amount of times he nearly got ran over by the street sweeper. No comment?
No, I was fine. I was fine. I did all right. Tell you what, there was a bit of sweeping to be done though. I must admit there was some muscles in my arm that I hadn't found for a while. But yeah. But overall, it was a great day at Brushenats. Now, Steve, I saw this Falcon down in the pits.
Yes.
And this thing sounds tough. It's not overly loud, but you're taking on Sean Sabello in his twin-turbo Commodore, one of our super sedan races. But keep your eye on this Falcon, because I need to do an interview with him, because I don't think it's all what you think it is.
So Bellows car away very nicely from the start line. 142 to the 60. All we can hear in the track mics is that turbo whistling through the finish line. 994 with a 7, 137 miles an hour. And the old Falcon in the Aeroflow lane, 1168 with an 8.
All right, the other half of the Matosovic brothers, it's Rich down here in the modern style kitchens XY Ute. Another very tough racer from the same family. And this Ute, Steve, as long as I can remember, or as long as I've been commentating, this thing's always been up, pretty much up the pointy end of Super Street.
Yeah, definitely the team's put together a good car there. Very consistent. Makes good horsepower. It's quick enough to do what it needs to do. And, you know, young Jack down there in the staging lanes in his red XD certainly has pieced together a similar combination, that thing going rounds on most of our competition events that he competes in.
Yeah, Jack actually won one of our Dolly, I think he won the Dolly Roan contest last time we had it too, so should be on the sheet. He did take on Tex Griffiths in that round and actually beat him, treat him, which is a good effort in itself because Tex is an extremely hard racer.
That's exactly right, he's a national champion. Strong burnouts down there from both cars.
Couple of V8 motors.
You've been listening to Alan Reinhardt, haven't you?
We're actually talking about him. Yeah, there's one of our co-workers here, Tanya, says that she doesn't like it when we go 1495 with a 3. She goes, no one cares about the 3. I said, but actually we do care a lot about the 3.
The 3 cares about the 3.
That's what, yeah, but it was like, I said, well, tell you what, every run, I'm just going to say it in spite.
You would do.
I would.
053.
I am. No.
053 on the tree for Richard Matosovic.
Richard crosses through. 1020 with a 7 at 131.
And 1252 with a 2. 1225 with a 2.
So I've got it in your head there.
Yes. at 110. 0.9 with a 9.
Joe Sabello out with the 180 this time. I said had a little bit of a hiccup last week. So back out in the other one this week.
And George out there as well. Steve in Agro LH. I can tell you he's pumped, mate. He just gave me the rock and roll symbol. He's ready to go, man. He's ready.
Well, that car's certainly been getting some race miles of late. Saw Bello away from the start line with an 061.
Close to center line here, Bougie, but does go through. 924 with a 7 at 143.
And a 1061 with a 1 for the Tirana in the rocket lane. Yeah, the little Tirana's been racking up some race miles of late.
Yeah, little Tirana, yes. We've got a couple of bikes down here now. Looks like our Bracket racing lanes are filling up quite quick, which is really good.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys, we've got a few bikes out here tonight. Perfect night to come out if you're a motorcyclist and want to go racing. Bring it out because we've got some tough bikes. I want your bike, bro. I want your bike. I want your bike.
What is it?
I want your bike.
This one?
Yeah, I love it. It's a sick-looking Harley.
Stuart,
There's nothing like a screaming V-twin.
Just been told these two on the line, Stuart. These are the two that was speaking about earlier.
Well, you see, the thing is, Adam, when it comes to actual cars, I'm very biased to the Japanese cars.
Yes.
Because that's my interest. However, when it comes to motorcycles, I'll tell you what, mate, the sound of a thumping Harley, it gets me fired up, I'll tell you. And then you just got to crack that throttle, mate, and it's on. Now we've got the CBR 250 down here in the rocket lane. 047 on the tree. That rider was pumped too. They're ready to go. So
the rocket lane is still up on one wheel.
Well, that's what we want to see, mate. We want to see drivers and riders get pumped up before they even get to the burnout box. You know, we want to see them all G'd up, ready to go. Because, you know, you guys don't get to see it sometimes because the drivers usually in the cars, but I can tell you, you can tell by their eyes if they're smiling or not and they're pumped up, they're ready to go. And then there's people like this ZX14 rider who's just got a casual 9-second bike, but he's cool as a cucumber, you know?
Well, that's the race face, isn't it? That's what they say. That's the race face.
Yes, it is. Now we've got the two Harleys coming out, boys, so I'm going to jump off and we can enjoy the sounds.
All right, so a pair of bike riders about to leave the start line.
Both of them bogging down, unfortunately.
Both bogged down a little bit. The Aeroflow lane, way better, just over 2 seconds to the 60-foot, but got motoring at the top end, Adam. 10:38.
With a one.
With a one at 149 miles an hour. I'm going to give him 150. And 11:22 with the 6, 134 mile an hour in the rocket lane.
Excuse me, boys. I hate to butt in, but Steve.
Yes.
I've got some bad news. I've got some good news and some bad news for you.
Okay.
So do you want the good news?
Sure.
Well, I've just got a whole heap of V85 fumes up my nose.
Yes.
So
you're set for the night.
My brain's now kicked into gear.
Is that from the white Mazda?
It is.
Yes.
Out of the
Thought
Builtec.
so.
Out of Builtec. It's great to see Built. Now, speaking about Builtec, Steve, they posted up a video the other day. One of their old GTRs that they used to race back in the day, and the car's been out of action for, gosh, probably about 8 or 10 years now. The guys are actually starting to get it back together. They're going to bring it back out. So great to see Builtec getting back involved in drag racing, and to have one of their customer cars out here tonight, it's going to be exciting, mate.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it? I mean, sometimes you need a little bit of a break from racing. If you know, sometimes it's a business commitment. You want to focus on your business so you can, you know, enhance systems or whatever, or you might just be too busy to take on a race car of your own. It's all right when you're building customers' cars and that sort of thing, but you know, sometimes when it comes down to working on your own stuff, it's a bit of a stretch.
So we'll just get the race numbers sorted out for this one, Bushy.
Okay. So if you're wondering what Adam and I are banging on about when we talk about the 60-foot time, just in front of the Christmas tree, there's a foam block, which you can just see in that shot. And what that gives is it's got a reflector in it, and that will give us a time from when the bike or the car leaves the start line to when it breaks each of the sectors going down. So there's a foam block at the 60-foot mark. There's another one at 330 foot. There's another one at the 594, which is the first speed trap for the half track. And then you've got the half track, which is the 660, then the 1,000 foot, then the 1294, and then 1320, which is your quarter mile, 400 meters. So that's where we're getting our increments from down the racetrack. Of course, when the nitro cars run, they only go to 1,000 foot.
They go a bit too quick these days.
Yes,
Bushy.
they do. They do. And I'm sure you're aware that on the weekend, we've got new Australian record and a couple of world records came out of the Winter Nationals as well. Shane Phillips running 5:30 in his red Camaro funny car, which was not just an Australian record, it's actually a world record for an alcohol funny car. So massively impressive.
Okay, we've got Death Wish, Danny from the Build Tech crew. Stewie's loving the sounds right now.
He's loving the smells, I bet, too.
I do.
Welfare check for Stewie.
Absolutely, mate. Well, you're talking about Shane Phillips with his alcohol funny cars. Yeah, a 33 he ran, 5:33. Pretty amazing, Steve, when you think about it, because obviously we've seen what they do in America with their equivalent cars of what we have here in Australia. But it also goes to show the advancement in body design on a funny car. And to have that newer style body shape here in Australia and running those numbers, and you know, you want one of the most professional teams in the whole of drag racing, Gary and Debbie Phillips Racing. You know, it's an absolute credit to them to do what they did.
Oh, without a doubt, Stu, that the Phillips name has been around alcohol racing for 35 years or thereabouts. I don't know how many championships Gary Phillips has won, but it's quite a large number. You can't take anything away from the family, their commitment to the sport. And Gary, one of the few racers that actually races on a professional level. That's what he does for a job. So, that just shows his commitment to what he's doing and his ability, obviously, to attract sponsors and be competitive and get out there. But I think, massive congratulations to that team to achieve what they do on the budget that they've got, I think is fantastic.
And one thing took me by, well, not by surprise, Steve, but I love the inter-team rivalry for the Rapisado Autosport in Top Fuel. I mean, Wayne Newby comes out, takes the Australian record, and everyone's thinking, even me, I thought, you know what, that's going to be hard to beat. And then Santo Jr. and Damien Harris and the team, they all got together, got the car screwed up, and then they took the record back. So, you know, we harp on about the Rapisadas with what they do and the way they operate. But let's face it, when you've got one team, two incredibly talented drivers and a talented team, it's pushing that sport back up to where it was. I mean, even one person that I think deserves a mention as well is probably Steve Reed. Now, Steve's team is getting better and better at tuning that fuel car. And he's another one, Steve, with a very, very small budget. So to punch above his weight and doing what he's doing, he deserves a round of applause. And every gratitude is well deserved in my book.
Oh, I agree with that 100%, Stu. And not to forget, not dobbing in here, he's 71 years of age. Most people at his age are not driving a top fuel car.
No. The other thing,
yes.
Sorry. Damien Harris had a car nearly in half previous round.
Yes, that's right.
And
exactly
then came
right.
out and obliterated
well,
it.
Here in Sydney had an issue with the car getting very crossed up. Actually twisted the chassis. They back halved it between the Nitro Champs and the Winter Nationals.
And then came in, did some testing and blew an engine.
Yes.
So that put them back a little bit more. And, and then, as I said, it's very unpredictable.
You put that funny fuel in it, all sorts of things happen, I guess.
That sounded a bit funky, didn't it, Stewie, that little Honda CRV?
Yeah, it did. He was out here last week for our Honda versus Haters theme night, which was a fantastic night that we had here at Sydney Dragway. Great turnout of cars. But I guess, Steve, you've always got the highs of a big race meeting, but then you've got the lows.
Yes.
And, you know, from all of us here at Sydney Dragway, you know, we hope Adam Tassone can get that car rebuilt and get back to racing once he's all better. And also, I didn't catch the person's name, but the driver that altered.
Callahan?
Yes, in
No?
Supercharged Outlaws. Unfortunately, that car
There's
went
another
on its roof as well.
Yep.
And not the way you want to win a race, but hey, you know, thankfully that both drivers walked away unscathed, which is great. I mean, that would be a little bit sore, but
Oh,
for the
definitely.
most part,
I feel for all the races, obviously, that had incidences. There was a couple throughout the weekend, but you know, another one was Jeremy Callahan in his Pro Slammer. I think went 260 mile an hour on Friday, pulled the chutes, and both chutes just came straight off the back of the car. I can see you pointing.
That's what, Stewie, if that's a take-on in the right-hand lane?
it is, and it's Troy behind the wheel
Oh, it
from
is
Gas
Troy?
Fired Pizzas.
Yep.
I
That's
believe.
what I was about to say. I saw his wife was driving that on the weekend, and I thought, you should come on down, so definitely taken.
We haven't seen Troy's Camaro for a little while there,
No.
Stu, either.
No, I don't know what's going
I
on
think
with
it's
that.
in
I know
thirds or quarters at the moment.
Oh.
I think
he
it's-
had it tuned a while ago, and you know, like any car that's got high horsepower, things can break. But no, he's got this electric Porsche Taycan, which, to be honest, we've had one of these out here before. I won't elaborate much further.
Well, Matt Stewie, the new model, the 26 model, does an 8.7 out of the shelf. So
wow.
I don't know how IHRA are going to work with that, but
Well, this one here's just gone 1178 with
Yeah.
a 3 at 116, but the one that we'd had previously, I think,
purple
was a
one. 99.2 or something.
Yeah, at 158 mile an hour or
They're
something.
turning up the wick on these things, but as I said, where do you, like, if it's stock, sir, it's stock. Oh, sorry, officer, it's stock.
Yeah, I mean, just because it's green energy doesn't mean
No.
that you can burn it. I wonder how many runs you get at that setting. You'd probably that battery would be probably pretty drained after a few runs, I'd
The
imagine.
amount of fossil fuels to charge that thing.
But they run what, eights?
About 8,
So
7,
that'd be 165,
Chris Harris did
180
one.
mile
Chris
an hour or
Harris
something.
did a review, and the race box did 8.7, 8.8 or something.
Yeah, wow.
So we want to sat that in that new Ferrari coming out, that Luce, that thing that looks like a telephone rather than a car, but I guess you get that when the head designer is the ex-designer of Apple.
Oh.
So. But
What, it's flat and square?
no, it's a bit it is a bit different. I'll just show some pictures here to Mr. Bush. Now, does that look like a Ferrari to you?
Oh, no. No.
So yeah, that's to the back of it. It's got the 355, 430 vibes, but yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm not in the market for one of them.
So
Adam.
there's a conspiracy theory that people are going to buy these because they're, when you buy something because it's so hated, it's so collectible.
Yes.
So it's
Yeah,
kind
because
of-
they only make
so
5 of them.
They're going to sell the crap out of them, but not because they're good.
All right, the Mark 1 Mustang. Taking on the Commodore. Better reaction time there from the Mustang. The Commodore, though, is coming past him. Oh, he got the win too, just 12.24 to a 12.66. Yes, we've got another Commodore out now, taking on the Toyota Lexus Wagon, which was out here last week. Of course, this one is not Holden powered.
Just a quick one, Stewie. Bush has got an announcement to make.
Can we have all of our dialed-in competitors to the marquee in the front of the scrutineering shed at 7 o'clock, please? So we've got 12 minutes, I think it was, for a driver's briefing, please. So all of the competitors in tonight's dialed-in racing to the marquee in front of the scrutineering shed, that would be fantastic.
So that's just in front of the bathrooms there, just at the bottom of the grandstand stairs for those who need further information. You like my little introduction there?
Yeah.
Bush has something to say. Like, now you're going to say something.
could have just said it yourself.
No, I just wanted to like put you on the spot there.
It's all right. I managed. Not the first, well, it's not the last.
No.
We're at 11:53 there for the rocket lane.
Yeah,
Out of that Toyota-powered Toyota Lexus.
We're just going to check the Aeroflow lane here, Stewie.
Yep, can see that. We've got a Evo about to come out now. Got to see in Mitsubishi represented tonight. And the R35 GTR about to come out. So don't forget, guys, this Saturday here at Sydney Dragway, it all kicks off around 9 o'clock. We've got the 2200 Drag Racers Association, and then of course we've got the No Prep Racing, and you know, when you got two of the OGs of the pro street scene here in Australia, Johnny Habib and Simon Krieger coming here, it's going to be awesome. Now, Johnny's actually be up in commentary with us on Saturday, which is very exciting. Of course, Steve and I have worked around that scene for a number of years now, and going to be a bit different, Steve, seeing Johnny up in the commentary box rather than out on track.
He's done commentary before. It's not his first gig, but this is his first attempt at, I think, at a bit more of a day thing. But he might just be in and out as he needs to, I'm sure. But certainly a guy that's been around the sport for a long time and has built, he's worked hard to bring some notoriety to the no prep racing scene. Of course, it's one of those classes of racing that there's some very, very tough street cars out there, and it gives them an opportunity to race as a group.
I heard there's a new bracket, Stuart. You might know more about this, the street gangster bracket.
Yeah, there is a street gangster. It's got to be street registered. And there are a lot of cars that are street registered, and you can put a tune in them, and they can go run an 8. So, that is a great class to be a part of too, guys. So if you jump on to Facebook, go onto the No Prep Races, MPRA, go check it out, guys, because it is going to be sensational. When you've got 1,000 horsepower cars coming out and they've got to try and put it down on the tarmac or on the drag strip with minimal prep or no prep, I can tell you guys, that's going to be an effort in itself. And, talking to Johnny today, a lot of it is suspension tuning, and it's great to see that there are shops out there and people are actually building cars specifically for that style of racing.
Just have a look on the website here, Stewie. So it said big tyre, small tyre, street gangster. So it said, let's have a look for some times here. I believe it's up the top. From memory, at 9 o'clock, first cars, 9 till 5.
Yeah, so it should be a really good day. Hopefully, we get plenty of entries and lots of cool cars that we won't normally see at the racetrack come out and have a bit of a play. And I mean, let's just
a couple of car clubs coming in.
Yeah, definitely some car clubs and some very, very nice street machines as well. Come out and let their cars loose on the quarter mile here at Sydney Dragway. Wondering if this Falcon Sprint in the Rocket Lane will be one of those cars. And runs down for 10.56 with a 9, 129 miles an hour.
And a 12.59 with a 5 at 93.
All right, we've got a bit of new school versus old school, Adam. We've got Jack Matosevic down here in Sussex D, taking on the GR Yaris. Now, I must admit, Adam, I'm starting to turn a little bit. I actually really like these GR Yarises. I reckon they're cool.
I found a car for you, Stu. I think you should buy it, but it's not a Toyota Yaris.
What colour is it?
It's multiple colours.
Oh, as long as it's not pink.
No, it's not pink.
Oh, good.
It was on that website that most car people spend too much time on.
Is it My 105? Was it
no. The one that's connected to a social media app. It's a Corolla with a turbo Hayabusa motor in it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
That is cool.
As Jack runs on down for 11.33 with a 9, 119 miles an hour.
You know, you can take the engine out of that and put it in a drag style and then really have some fun. Actually, speaking about that, Steve, I don't know if you get the opportunity to jump on Facebook on a Tuesday night and tune into Chris Diggle's live feed. But Diggs' car that he's building, tell you what, it's coming along. I don't think it'll be too far off, actually, and we'll see Chris doing some test runs in it. It's certainly a great little looking car that he's got in the build. All right, Lukey Hitcherwood down here now in the Volkswagen Amarok. Now, I had a chat with Mark earlier, and they were kind of deciding what should they do. Should they deep stage, shallow stage? Well, Mark point 003 on the tree there from young Lukey in the Volkswagen. Tell you what, we're talking about chip off the old block. That's a credit to him. Great reaction time. All right, it's a battle of the dialed-in racing cars. We've got Corey Stutchbury in the black VH, taking on Owen in the Volkswagen T-Rock. Also running for dialed-in racing. Well, an 830 on the tree there from Corey.
030.
Yeah, nice light 1.5 to the 60 foot through the finish line. 10.51 with an 8, 127 miles an hour.
And a 15.16 with a 2 at 89.
Now this Mazda 323 wagon that is out here, this is part of the SIC 100 racing group. There's a few of the boys here tonight because they're big supporters of Aeroflow Race for real. And it's great to have them a part of what we do here on a Wednesday night. He's taking on the Mark 1 Mustang in the rocket lane.
Mustang definitely going to take the win line here, Stewie. 12.35 with an 8, 114 miles an hour through the finish line.
And the Mazda coming through, and he's crossing the line at 20.47 with a 1 at 63. So I can see a Audi down here. It looks like a Chicky Galano badge on it. Oh.
That's it.
I'm just trying to find some pictures of this Corolla for us. We can have a quick.
Thank you very much to our YouTube viewer there.
Chris Varelis. We know Chris Varelis.
Yes, we do. I just can't read his name.
No. I didn't realise it after. I read the comment, then read the name. Just having a look now at this cheeky little Corolla with a full rust spec, but under the bonnet.
10, yes, makes some pretty good horsepower in a car that's pretty small. 10.65, 133 miles an hour there in the rocket lane.
Look at this long roof here in the Aeroflow here, Bushy.
Yeah, it's been here a couple of times before.
Well, I was just about to say, we've got Ashley Grimer and Laurie here racing. Well, this is Ashley's uncle, Paul.
Okay.
Grimer, behind the wheel of the wagon.
Okay.
Taking on Sus 4 litre. Now, it didn't have the best of the first run in that car because this one's got the barrow transplant in it.
How about now? I want to get back in.
Yes. Not normally what we'd condone here.
No, definitely not.
Wondering if something's not switched on or something. All right.
Maybe a battery came out, Mr. Negative fell off on the burnout.
Well, it did stall last time just after the burnout, and then it got down the track, and don't know whether it just cut out or they just missed shift, but they managed to get it restarted and get it going. So hopefully this will be a better run for Sus 4 litre. But Paul Grimer down here, he's entered the comp tonight. 2.213 on the tree there. The barrow trying to wind up the boost.
I'll tell you what, load up the boost, all right.
Yep, comes alive at about 100 feet out. The big EK through the finish line, a 11.20, 126 miles an hour.
And a 12.30
Wow.
at 132 from the Falcon.
Considering that thing has reached 130 miles an hour and probably 1,000 feet, it's certainly
No better way to go.
got plenty of horsepower.
So welcome to everybody who's tuning in via YouTube from around Australia or around the world. Welcome, guys. It's going to be a fantastic night of DYO Racing, brought to you by DYO Racing and PSC Racing. We've got this beautiful looking VK down here, parachute on the back. It's already gone quick, but he's taking on the Skyline.
All right, the VK about to roll into building some boost. Oh, unfortunately, rolled through the start line. I think they're
Free
Adam.
pass for Frosty.
Yep.
He has broken the beam here though, so
Unfortunately, not going to get a time.
no.
But a 12.24, 129 miles an hour for the Skyline.
All right, got the SF Racing Falcon about to come out. This is another gentleman who's always here at the track. Great supporter of Aeroflow Race for real. Taking on Aidan Stutchbury in his Commodore. Certainly a big step up from the VH.
I can see the next pair coming up, Bushy. Father and daughter.
Oh, yes.
Look out. Nice run here by Aidan here, Stewie. 6.4 on the 8th, so converts it to a 10.0 even on a 10.0 dial if you had it, 136.
Yeah, but an 0.35 on the tree there from the SF Racing and CMV Performance Falcon. So that's pretty good on the reaction time side of things. All right, Ashley Grimer and Laurie Grimer coming out now. Ashley in the ute. And her dad, Laurie, doing this beautiful looking Kingswood.
Ashley with the single pegger going on down there. The right hand rear tyre, nice and hot.
Ashley's not hanging around here. She's like, hurry
No,
up, Dad,
come
I'm
on.
ready to go.
Come on, I'm keen.
I'll burn out the tree if you don't hurry up. Oh, she does.
Tough just rolled straight in.
Well, Laurie had to restart the car.
Oh, wow. Nice run here. Might be all said and done already.
Yep, I think so. Wondering if Ashley's car's probably a little bit lighter than the HQ, which is certainly probably helping with the performance, but a 13.1 this time around, 102 miles an hour at finish line.
Wow, to a 15.77 with the 0 at 92.
All right, Danny Sodermeyer in the AU Falcon. It's a bit of a practice start because it is manual as well.
So it's good to see some of our state champ entrants doing the bracket racing here. So
Oh, definitely. A competition's a competition, isn't it, Adam?
when you know your car like you know your car, why not?
That's it. That's it. Oh, A34 on the tree for Stadelmeyer.
Very consistent car, this one. 13.55 with a 6 at 100.
And a 14.69 at 92 miles an hour. Zagro LH completes his burnout. Then we get to listen to Sean Sorbello's turbocharger build boost. was a little bit upset on Sunday morning for the Winter Nationals, Adam. I don't know if you were watching the live stream on 7+. The first run was a Mark 1 Cortina.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, it unfortunately went home a little bit more second-hand
Wow.
when it left the start line. But first run of the day too.
Unfortunately, mate, I was here at 6 in the morning.
Oh, right. Oh, that's right. Yes, you were too.
Yeah.
Yep.
They suggested 3:30 and I suggested 6. I was like, I'm not getting here at 3:30 in the morning, mate.
Wow, that would have been a very long day for you.
I mean, no, Tori Brasher had her work cut out for the whole day.
Here's this
nice XY.
XW Falcon down there that Stewie mentioned before.
Yeah, very different to what I'm used to hearing down here, guys. It's obviously, I'm used to hearing XY Falcons that are loud, but this one, a little bit softer, very unassuming. But I'll tell you, once it gets going like it is now, well set up car too, off the start line. That left the line beautifully. Probably still a little bit left in it on the start line, but a 1080 with a 9 at 127. Great run there from him. All right, we've got the Corvette up against the EK. This EK.
Oh, listen to it. I have a feeling that the two-step's interacting with his burnout there, and it's not quite.
Yeah. As I said, it sounds like something in the computer or the electronics is saying, no,
I think because he's
not letting you do that.
Because he's accelerating and braking, which is also the same as you use for your two-step for launch control.
Ah, okay.
So it's trying to work out whether he's burnouting or launch controlling. And
I mean, it didn't lose traction on its last run.
you can hear it there as he takes off. Slightly quick there, negative 124. So the EK's keeping on, so he might just get in front the Corvette. Does 11.23 with a 3 at 120.
To an 11.71 with a 6 at 118 miles an hour. Both cars pretty close down the racetrack. The Corvette got to the 60 quicker than the EK, but in terms of speed, they were pretty close, and ET.
Well, Steve, Lachlan McCaskill coming out now in his Super Street Ute, about to take on Sammy Joe Johnson in the nitrous-assisted VH Commodore, the Green Machine, as it's effectively called.
Yes, Stewie, McCaskill's car's noted as a V8 up here on the screen, the announcer screen. He was running a supercharged V6 last I saw.
Now it says L67 to Super 6, so it's a bit contradictory here, but yes.
That's why I questioned it.
Yeah, no, 67's a 3.8 Super. I would have thought the same thing when I saw that.
Sammy Joe through the finish line, 10.25 with a 4, 129 miles an hour, and a 12.54 with a 4 at 108 for McCaskill.
Well, guys, we've got the fastest Honda that we had here last week. It is humble. It's a very, very tough Honda Civic. It's great to see the car back again. Of course, you haven't seen this car before, guys. This thing is a bit of a handful at times, but that's what makes drag racing fun. It's good to see something different as well.
Oh, Humble not happy off the start line.
I think he's going to be happy with that one.
Sorbello through the finish line, 9.01 with a 2 at 146 miles an hour.
May or may not get to the gator. Yes, he does. So we're having a look at that, mate. We might have a look at those events coming up soon, Benny. So have a quick chat about Cash Days. This is what we've had a bit of a chat about before. No Prep Races Australia. Cash Days.
Hey, Steve.
Yes?
Just out of curiosity, Billy was just mentioning, did you hear anything about how John Canulli went on the weekend up the Winters?
Negative.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. I know he was up there. I don't know if he was running in slammer as well as alcohol, because he was driving his wife's car for a little bit in slammer, or pro mod. Now, this sounds and looks very interesting, boys. Steve, where the parachute is, this Capri has got a massive amount of weights sitting in the back of it.
In
Now,
the
I don't
back?
know, just up behind the parachute, yes.
1.3 seconds to the 60. Out of it early, still runs an 8.91 with a 122 miles an hour.
Wow.
It was 128 miles an hour at half track, Adam.
Now, I've got a sneaky suspicion that that might be one of the cars that might be running on Saturday in the MPRA. Johnny did mention to me that there was a mental Capri that was coming out. First time I've ever seen a race car, Steve, with weights sitting on the back of it. So that's a new one.
I could understand in the front to try and keep the front.
It could be center of gravity too. It could be rather than weight. It could be just to even it back out.
This is true. All right, our bike competitors out for their next run of the night. Not too much in the tree there between the two. The Aeroflow lane with the advantage.
I believe this is the pair again from Aladella we were talking about earlier. Wishy, they made all the way trip on a bike from Aladella.
Yeah, wow.
No, but it sounds better if I say they drove up Benny. We're not going to mention the trailer part.
Well, technically
they did drive. They did drive the bike. No, they ride it. That's what I'm saying. So if I said drove up, it kind of makes sense. Dear oh dear.
Get caught up on the technicalities over there.
Yeah.
All right, the next pair into stage. Oh, the rocket lane. Nice launch. Bike's pretty even, I think, performance-wise. The rocket lane perhaps a little bit quicker, but they're definitely staying together. No, the Aeroflow lane got there by 600ths of a second across the finish line. 10.34 with a 3, 150 miles an hour to a 10.66. 138 for the rocket lane. Both Harleys away. The Aeroflow lane out in front, but I think the rocket lane's coming for the win. Oh, again, only 2/10 across the finish line. 11.19 with a 3, 118 miles an hour in the Aeroflow lane to 11.25 in the rocket. Solo pass for the rider in the Aeroflow lane here. 1.7 seconds to the 60. 120 at half track, a 9.65 at 150 at the finish line. Yeah, it was a good speed, Ben. Tirana not sounding too happy there in the converter.
Tirana bumping in a bit, just to get himself staged.
Very shallow stage
Sad
in
to
that.
say.
In that
That's not the
second
globe,
line.
that's
No.
him. Oh, nearly got the 60-foot marker. Might save that one, Bushy.
Yes.
We'll bring that one up. While the Falcon comes through, let's have a quick look on the replay. Left lane.
So he's sort of lined up a little bit skewed, but
Whoa.
the car spun the wheel on the hit, and
I tell you what, that Falcon, if he took off a bit quicker, that could have been a bit of a...
Yep.
He might have been the same colour as his car.
Well, something might have been.
So just note for all the competitors, Bushy, please make sure your headlights are on, windows up, aircon off. Been asked to please make sure that your headlights are on.
All right, so we'll go down there. Subaru wagon.
Yep.
And a R32 Skyline. Subaru out in front at the moment. I have a feeling it might stay that way. The Skyline coming at him at the finish line, but a 14.29 with a 4. 99 miles an hour for the Subaru to take the win over a 14.20 at 110 miles an hour. Is this your Nana spec?
I was about to say it's a non-spec Subaru with the roof pod. Might need to remember to put his headlights on next time though, unfortunately. So as I said before, you are racing here tonight. Headlights on, windows up, aircon off.
Mustang away nicely. 2 seconds to the 60 foot.
Wow.
And 11.70. 125 miles an hour at the finish line.
The Subaru crossing through with a 17.41 with a 9 at 83. You can see the Galano Golf taking on the not so stock CRV.
Well, guys, I'm down in the staging lanes, and I got the boss man, Troy, down here. How are you, brother?
Not bad, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, good. Hey, mate, the boys were asking what's going on with the Camaro.
More of a daily driver now. Just just taking it easy, relaxing a bit.
So, how long have you had this thing for?
This is the wife's car. About 2 months.
Your wife's car?
Wife's car, yeah.
Mad. And you get the chance to drive it tonight?
Yeah, we thought we'd see what it does. Yeah, just take a bit. Yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty good.
Tell you what, that first pass, mate, it looked good.
It's not too bad. Just trying to dial in now and just see what it can do.
Well, mate, I'm keen to see if you can back it up or go quicker. Great to see you here racing, Troy.
Absolutely love it, mate. Thank you.
Has Troy got some gas-fired pizzas? Of course, they have their trucks here and the vans here. And I'll tell you what, they are great pizzas as well. So it's good to see Troy having a night off and coming out and having some fun here at Sydney Dragway. So, hey, we've got a nice looking 200 SX down here as well. Emmanuel, I'm sure that my friend Steph from Autobarn at Warriewood, I'm sure she'd be looking at that going, yep, that's my car for the night. But the car that I'm interested to see, boys, of course, is my friend Steve Sarkis's Sigma. It's actually his son's car, but Steve's driving it tonight. Full roll cage inside it. Parachute on the back. What's going on, my brother? Long time no see.
Yeah, another day, another 50 cents, brother.
I know the feeling, mate. Mate, you're doing well. I'll let you get back to it, Steve. We'll have a word with you a bit later. But yeah, it's great to see Steve out racing. As I mentioned, guys, one half of the giant-killing Sarkis Brothers Racing, of course, well known with Agro 1, which at one stage was one of the fastest street cars in the country, if not the quickest.
Was one of the OGs, wasn't it, Stu?
Yeah, and the good thing is, Steve, is that they've still got it too, which is even better. I keep hounding Steve, man, you got to bring it out the whole time. So he goes, oh, maybe one day. But yeah, I'll tell you what, he hasn't lost it. You're talking about cars that are well set up. They don't get much better set up than Steve's Sigma. 1042 at 129.
Got a little bit of fume out of the car at the finish line there, Stu. The
Yeah,
Sigma,
like
that is.
Well, there's a bit of metal by the look of it that's come out of it as well. Hopefully it's nothing bad.
Well, that's not normally a good sign.
What we might do, Stu, we might just have a quick look up at the big screen, look at some upcoming events and get them out of the way and promoted. So we're talking about cash days earlier.
Yep.
Hey,
Cash days.
Hey,
Sydney
Steve. Billy, our starter, just cracked me up. It's an illegal weight bar that came out of it. I'll tell you what, Bill Crayley has been around drag racing since the early days of Castle Race, Steve. Certainly hasn't lost his sense of humour.
No, he's seen plenty of runs here at Sydney Dragway and, of course, Castle Ray. But as Adam was saying, we've got our Sydney Cash Day shootout happening this Saturday here at Sydney Dragway, with racing kicking off from 9 till 5 p.m. approximately on Saturday. And there is 3 categories of racing: the big tyre, small tyre, and the street gangster category. Spectators can come along to the venue for $35 a ticket. Kids under 12 are free, and it's going to be a fantastic event for anybody into any sort of street car, I guess, you know, to come out and see some cars that we normally probably wouldn't see at Sydney Dragway. And we've had them here before. It's a fantastic event. Hopefully this one lives up to...
I said as before, they
Yes.
said they're always a good time. It said cash day, it's got the word cash in it, has to be good. And then the day after, on the Sunday, there's actually a show and shine for the Old School Muscle Car Club.
Yes.
So I said there's a couple of categories in there coming up. So you got Modern Muscle, Performance, Fast Fours, Best Rotor, Best Granny Spec, Best Old School Muscle, Hot Rod and Custom, Pro Streeter, and the top 3 crowd please, so crowd's choice. Over $1,000 in raffle prizes. There's OMCC merchandise. And the icing on the cake is the opportunity to enjoy the convoy for kids down the quarter mile. So at the end of the Cars and Coffee, they'll do a little cruise down the quarter mile. Good for some photos. Good if you've got the kids or the grandkids to come along. And then after that, on the 27th of June.
Yeah, fast approaching.
100%, mate.
Might just have the Anglia ready for that one.
I was about to say, it'd be good to have good to see you down there, 100%.
Oh, not racing. No.
Oh, why not?
No.
We said it is the 20th year of Day at the Drags. So as I said, we've got the Nitro exhibition, the vintage gases, some nostalgia, some pro stock. I said some classic brackets, classic bike, street 13 seconds plus, new to pre-48, and we've got the Retro Raiders, middle eliminator, top gas, vintage gas, top charged outlaw, and nostalgia pro stock. And the show and shine gates open from 9 a.m.
And that's another one of the events here at Sydney Dragway where not all the action's happening on the racetrack. There's actually a fair bit going on down in the pits as well. And to create an atmosphere, a little bit of a get-together, a gathering. And as Adam said, it's the 20th year.
It's amazing.
The Day the Drags has been here at Sydney Dragway. Feeling a little bit old right now because it's surprising how quick that time has gone. And a lot of cars do come out to Day of the Drags that may not normally come out and give racing a crack, but credit to those drivers and riders that do. And looking forward to a good day's racing.
100%, mate. It's a good day for the kids. Look at the show and shine.
I was going to say, boys, those guys that come out with those old school top fuel drags is with the engines in front of them, not behind them. That would be a scary proposition if one of those went bang. But
yes, it would. I see photos on Facebook occasionally where someone will put a photo up from like 1960, and like,
was about to say, do you see...
There's a person somewhere in there. It wouldn't be a good feeling, I dare say, considering the safety equipment that was worn back in the day. It was basically a helmet, some goggles, and a leather jacket. So hence the how critical the rear engine design is and has been to not only the performance levels but the safety specs of these cars that our drivers so bravely get into. Speaking of brave, Adam, as a random thing, I was scrolling that social media page the other day. A fellow in the US in a nitro-fueled hydro, so a boat, in 875 feet, went 250 mile an hour on water.
Oh my God. Speaking about doom scrolling.
No, thank you very much.
John Force now does boat motors.
Oh, right.
So, yeah, they're like top fuel boat.
Well, that's the same thing.
Oh,
yeah,
man, no, thank you,
No,
mate.
no.
Jump on the back with your water skis?
No.
Mate.
It wouldn't do your shoulders any good, that's for sure.
Oh, mate.
But no, as I said, 875 feet from. They're not a dead still start because it's really hard to stop the boat completely. But from, we'll say probably a walking pace, if that.
Yes.
875 feet. So not sure what that works out into meters, but probably around 700 or something. Yeah, 700. We'll say 700 meters. He's doing 250 mile an hour.
It's got
500 meters.
That's
That's scary.
You can have that.
No, I'll pass.
So speaking about scary moments,
What did you
I'm going to quick this up on the replay here. Mr. Rotary had a bit of a moment here. We're just going to put that back up here. Left lane. Builds it up.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah, that's one way to get your attention.
Showing some appreciation towards our sponsors on the wall.
Turned very quickly to the left, didn't it?
Yeah, that wasn't a fun moment. Lucky he didn't hit that waste free bin.
No.
Evo taking on the VE. Seen this one at Raw Racing a couple of times, also at the Cots.
Well, I think early tonight went 130 mile an hour already.
Wow. Yep. Tell you what, 4-cylinder technology is getting a bit scary.
See, they're virtually just feathering the throttle off the start line and letting the horsepower do the talking at the other end of the racetrack.
Wow, 11.52 with a 7 at 128.
To a 15.39 at 94 miles an hour in the airflow lane. Wasn't a bad pass out of the Evo, that's for sure. R34 Skyline down there, taking on the Commodore. All right, the turboed Alexis powered Commodore through the finish line, 10:45 with a 0:134 miles an hour. And our Falcon Sprint just smoked the tyres a little bit on the start line.
Yeah, went through with 16:28 with a 2 at 87.
All right, our bike's out for another run here.
Yeah, so guys, I've taken a couple of photos when I'm down here. Of course, there is an award for the commentators, which involves a free ticket to Race for Real for next week. So you never know, could be your car or bike. All right, all drivers that are in the staging lanes, guys, particularly in lanes 2 and 3, please make sure you've got ready to go, got your helmets on, all ready to go, please. And keep your eye on our staging lane marshal, please, guys. Joe Borg's here again this week, Steve, but he's brought out his older model Falcon tonight. He's entered the comp because he's been pretty sharp on the lights the last couple of months in his silver Falcon. But he's brought the old girl out tonight. Very, very quick on the lights. Mate, yeah, well, that's the trick, isn't it? Not to red light.
I've been trying hard, not red light.
Well, mate, it's a tough competition.
Yeah, this one I'll red light now.
Oh, you never know. You never know. You don't know. Because the last few Dolly Road nights, boys, as we well know, red lights were quite a common occurrence at the last Dolly Road night. But, you know, I think a lot of drivers are learning, particularly ones that don't race competitively. Now, I do like the look of this Pontiac Le Mans, the big Yank tank. It's actually a shame that all the other boys aren't here tonight because, you know, there's a few races that got some of these big Yank tanks. And they are very, very quick cars in their own right. And for a car that weighs close to 2 tonnes, it takes a lot of skill to make them go quick, let alone handle them. But what a great looking car, the Pontiac. Radials on the rear end of it, boys. It is ready to let loose. About commentator's choice, this Tirana down here actually won it the other week, and it was well deserved. It is a beautifully presented car, both inside and out.
Sounds tough too, Stewie.
It's a beautiful car, the GDR Tirana. Just creeping it up. It's got the radials on the rear end of it.
Nice launch.
A Mustang. You can hear the tyres trying to get grip off the start line. Coming back at the Tirana, but I think Tirana's got it. An 11.07 at 123 to an 11.79.
Got the HQ coming up next, Stewie. Lovely colour.
That's a big Pontiac.
That's a Pontiac. Look at the back of it. Have a look at the back and tell me why I got that mistake.
That's all right. No worry about it. He's taking on the Subaru Legacy. Now, speaking about Subaru,
yep.
I've been on Facebook today, and look, the next model of the Subaru WRX is starting to gain a little bit of traction.
I saw that on the motor show, Stewie, the STI version.
Yeah, well, Last time Subaru brought out a hatchback WRX, it kind of didn't go down too well. So I thought they would have learnt from past mistakes. Obviously they haven't. So I'd be interested to see how they sell.
Up next, Stewie got the Galano Golf taking on the roof box Subaru. Make sure he's got his headlights on.
Yeah, his headlights are on.
Are they? Oh.
Yeah,
It's not his tail lights.
yeah.
Interesting.
Looks like this thing may have had a slight lift in it actually, because Subaru do have the Wilderness
Oh, they've
version of the
got
Outback.
Cross-Trek, yeah.
So this Outback certainly used for travelling, which is great to see. Not just used for city driving.
11.15 with a 6 at 125 from the Golf. 16.75 with the 5 at 84 from the roofed Subaru. S15 taking on the 400.
Yeah, a pair of Nissans. The SR20 underneath the bonnet of the 200SX. And the twin turbo Nissan 400Z.
Oh, 0.5 off the line here from the Z.
That Nissan also is an auto, not a manual. At a 1251 out of that car. I will reserve judgment. All right, Joe Sabello. Joe Sabello. Gas Racing. The other Joe Stu. Great to see this RX-8 back again this week. 2 drivers sharing the car this week, Steve.
Have you got him onto E85 yet or what?
I can't smell any E85, if that's what you're wondering. You know, I've got a pretty sensitive nose when it comes to that.
I know.
But he's taking on this Honda CR-V, which I must admit, the more I see it, the more I like it. Because it's really... actually, he's running E85, Steve. I can smell it.
Sure it's not the Mazda behind you?
No. No, it's definitely coming out of the RX-8, but 15.1 there out of that CR-V. What I like about that CR-V is it's just unassuming. If you saw it on the street, you'd think, yeah, it's just a CR-V. But I'll tell you what, that ain't standard. So, Smoking Joe Signorelli, and his son there, a little bit of an ugly launch in the RX-8. Goes up the Junior Dragway Expressway.
Just a quick one, Stewie. But the looks like the bracket races are getting ready to run. We've got a $100 kitty as well for a perfect zero. So anyone gets a AAA gets $100 cash. Cash. No, I don't know if Sammy Joe's going to keep that to herself and not tell anybody, and then just.
It's triple-O. So we haven't had a triple-O tonight,
yeah.
but of course it's only open to our.
It's for the DYO Comp.
Yes,
in
for the
either
comp.
qualifying or elimination.
Yep.
You get AAA, there's $100 for you. So, bit of inspiration there, guys. I got the cobwebs out of the wallet, mothballs as well.
Oh, is that courtesy of Waste Free? Is it?
Courtesy of the commentary team. Just haven't told him yet.
Yeah, I haven't passed the bucket around yet. Oh, Mazda getting a little bit crossed up, going to the right this time instead of the left.
Yeah, it smoked that right rear tyre off the hit.
We'll just have a look up on the big screen. Watch this replay, right lane, was it?
Yes. Out of your way, as you'd expect, nicely. Mazda gets to the probably 50 feet out, smokes the tyre and says, hello, wall. Driver doing the right thing, getting out of the throttle. Not quite as crossed up as it was on the last one, but all right, the Mustang taking on the Commodore down there. The Commodore with an 075 light. And I think it's going to lead the way to the finish line.
Tell you what, that Mustang sounds mad though.
Yeah. Does sound
wow.
pretty
12.16 with a 2 at 114 from the Aeroflow.
And a 12.66 with a 4 at 116 miles an hour out of the Mustang.
Yeah, I was just about to say that was one of our Real Street B licence holders in that Holden Commodore. So great to see those guys coming out. Hopefully that class will get bigger in the next year or two. We see more of those very tough street cars make their way out here to City Dragway as Joe Sabello brings up the revs, taking on this very tough Evo. And just as I say that, I put commentator's curse on him, but 9.17 there for Joe.
So, Stu, we might just, after these two cars, let's do a bit of track prep before elimination starts. So I might just go a quick ad break and thank some of our sponsors coming through.
And we'll be all back with you very, very shortly.
We've always had a few cars. They're all special. The T-Bird.
Oh, that's mine.
The Combi for when we want to get away. The XR8.
It's going to be a classic.
They're all insured with Shannon's,
We've also got Shannon's Home and Contents cover,
which helps protect our automotive collectibles, tools and memorabilia in the home and garage. If you're motoring enthusiasts like us, it's got to be
Shannon's.
Shannon's, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 13 46 46 for a quote.
X-Pro Ignition by Aeroflow Performance. A complete range of high-performance spark plug leads, ignition coils, control boxes, distributors and supporting components. Engineered for stronger spark, sharper throttle response and total ignition control. From street builds to serious race applications, X-Pro delivers the spark your engine demands, with reliability you can trust. Don't leave power on the table. Upgrade to X-Pro Ignition from Aeroflow Performance. See the full range now at aeroflowperformance.com.
From routine servicing to full performance builds, Carbon Auto House is where performance meets perfection. We specialize in diagnostic reports and repairs, performance modifications and software tuning, routine maintenance and servicing, plus dedicated motorsport support. Whether it's fault finding, dyno tuning, custom hardware packages, or keeping your daily driver running at its best, our experienced team delivers quality workmanship with attention to every detail. Explore our extensive range of products for Volkswagen, Audi, and more at www.carbonautohouse.com.au. Carbon Auto House. Passion driven by you.
Drag racing, it isn't just a sport, it's our legacy. Performance, it isn't just a word, it's our promise. 3 generations, one unwavering passion. Speedflow, where innovation meets performance. Proudly Australian, unmistakably world class. Speedflow.
Hi, I'm Anthony Matuk, and this is MR Engineering.
You can spot them from a mile away. The ones who run Mickeys. They don't blend in. They don't back down. They build bigger. They drive harder. They win. Mickey Thompson isn't for everyone. It's for those who refuse to follow and choose to lead. Running Mickeys means something. It means you're part of a movement. Builders, racers, rebels. People who defy limits, who set trends, not follow them, who don't ask for permission. You want grip? You want guts? You want glory? Then you want Mickey's. Because if you're not running Mickey's, you're missing out on the most iconic name in tires and wheels. Born from American ingenuity, still American owned. Built for those who blaze their own trail. Mickey Thompson, for the bold, for the winners, for the ones who forge their own legacy.
Heavy Duty magazine is the proud sponsor of Sydney Dragway Street Bike. Editor Mick Withers is a long-time racer and supporter of this entry-level bracket. Heavy Duty is Australia's #1 Harley-Davidson magazine, with road tests of new Harleys, features on wild customs and tech articles from riders with grease under their fingernails. Heavy Duty is also proud to sponsor modified bike champion Sean Ricketts, upcoming junior drag bike racer Anastasia Lucky, and modified bike racer Peter Bartlett. Grab your copy of Heavy Duty magazine from heavyduty.com.au.
Boosted by Aeroflow Performance. A complete lineup of high-performance turbochargers, external wastegates, manifolds and turbo accessories. Engineered to handle the pressure and deliver serious power. Streetcar, weekend weapon or full race build. When you're ready for real boost, Aeroflow delivers performance without the premium price tag. Get boosted by Aeroflow. See the full boosted range now at aeroflowperformance.com.
Team coordinator for Volante Rosso. We're here at Phillip Island where we've got our Radicals and our GT3. They're currently out on track and they're the champions of the weekend. However, we wouldn't be here without our partners Pack Lease, who are the real heroes who help us get here. They help us get to any event that we need to go to, including race weekends, media days and track days. We've been partnered with the team at Pack Lease for the past 3 years, and we couldn't think of anyone better who we want to do this with. They get us from A to B and to every racetrack and every event that we need to go to. They are so extremely helpful with everything that we need, and we love being partnered with them.
Now, as we speak, is where the winner moves forward and the loser goes back into the mix amongst our non-competing races.
So we've got a field of 29, Bushy, just
yes.
a little FYI. As we got the Corvette coming through. See who's head up against. I'm guessing it's the Skyline.
Oh, the Falcon. There was a Falcon that already ducked through.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
Sneaky Falcon. Falcon in the tunnel. I repeat, the Falcon's in the tunnel. Eagle is in the nest.
All right, so we'll soon find out what these races have dialed in at. Some of our competitors a little bit more experienced than others, but that's all part of the game.
Hey, Brett. Brett, if you can hear me, mate, $100 for 000. Thank you, mate.
All right, so we have our first two competitors down in the water box. The Falcon's dialed in with a 14.60, meaning that that car is going to leave the start line 3.7 seconds in front of the Corvette down there in the water box. Now the Corvette driver has said to Stu he's making very decent numbers on the dyno, but there's something not happy with the launch control slash
the burnout mode versus the launch mode aren't agreeing with each other.
No.
Now, one thing I wanted to say, he's up against Joe Borg in this Falcon of his.
Oh.
We know how good he is on the tree.
Was Joe in a different Falcon last week?
Yes, he was. He's got a silver one, but he's brought the old girl out, the EL.
All right, so 14.6 for the Falcon, a 10.90 the dial in for the Corvette. The Corvette's going to have to chase at the top end. It's going to rely on the bigger speed. The chase down the Falcon.
Oh, no.
He's been timed out on the start line.
Sneaky. I don't think he knows what to do right now.
No, he's still not in stage. And the Falcon will take the win there. 14.67 with a 3. So not too far, only 700ths off the dial in. And unfortunately, the Corvette won't get a time here.
Look down at expert Danny Stanmeyer taking on Frosty in the Skyline. Frosty's dialed in with a 14.6. Sorry, a 12.0 and a 13.55. So Danny will take off for 1.5 before. 1.55 before.
We know Danny's pretty quick on the lights.
Yep.
That's what I'm worried about.
And you'll want to be, because if this Skyline can hook up, it's going to go. And Danny will have to drive like he's never driven before.
Here we go. All right, both races into full stage now. The Falcon to lead first, goes 0.79 on the tree. The Skyline, unfortunately, I think has stalled or something, because he stopped. Then he will roll out of the throttle.
I hope it's a stall and nothing too technical.
Then he's rolled out of the throttle at the finish line, 13.75 to take the win. Our start line crew looking in and around the Skyline there.
Yeah, boys, it's a little bit more than stall it.
Oh.
I'm actually picking up little pieces of metal off the start line. So that is unfortunate there for the driver.
Are we looking at bearings, or are we looking at something a bit more than that, mate? Hopefully it's just CV related, not...
I was going to say it is fairly disintegrated, so I'm not 100% sure. So, yeah, unfortunately there, for the Skyline driver, that's all she wrote for tonight, I dare say.
I guess so many forms of motorsport. Adam, we would both know you build a car and you find the weak link, and then you fix the weak link, and then you find the next one.
It's unfortunate those first two runs have had two DNFs, so to speak. If you look down at Sussex D, taking on Mr. Longroof.
Yeah, Jack Matosevic down here in that gorgeous-looking XD Falcon, taking on Paul Grimer in the equally as beautiful wagon.
Is that Dean in relation to Dean, Stu, that you know of, or?
Sorry?
Is that any relation to Dean? Dean Grimer?
Who's that?
Orange VK, Show and Shine Entry. He's down there in the crowd
Could
somewhere.
be. It is Ashley's uncle.
There you go.
Jack.
Oh, wow.
Jack tries to take the money Goes 007 on the tree. Adam breathes with a sigh of relief.
Did I say 50 or
11:44 with a 0 to take the win. 116 miles an hour there. And a 10:79 with a 0 for Grimer in the wagon.
Ashley Grimer up next, dialed in with a 12.99. And is it EK over here? 11.90? 11.40?
Yeah, 61 EK.
Mm.
Now, Ashley Grimer, of course, one of our track officials here at Sydney Dragway. This should be a cracker of a race. If Ashley can get off the line, unfortunate red light. But you know what? You've got to try, don't you?
Yeah, she went after it, but fractionally too soon, handing the win to the EK. And the EK has the opportunity to test the dial in. Goes 11.73 with a 5 at 1:18 across the finish line.
And a 13.12 with a 4 at 1:02 from Ashley.
All right, her dad Laurie coming out now, Steve.
Taking on the VZS.
This very tough Commodore.
It's got slightly more than a 297 on the badge on the back of it, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. Certainly sounds that way. Dialed in with a 12.20 is the Commodore.
Laurie's dialed in with a 14.80.
The
2.2?
Yep.
Oh, hang on.
No.
2.6.
2.6.
Selling myself short.
Well, we've got a race, not too much in the start line. The Commodore with a better reaction time.
Will he get down there in time, Bushy? I think it might be a bit slow. It might.
I think so.
Laurie
Either
might
that
take
or
it.
he
broke, did he?
HQ way too
What,
quick.
half a second?
Yeah, wow. That's a breakout and a half. 14.30 on a 14.8.
Wow.
Handing the win back to the Commodore, who ran a
12.21. Oh. Holy moly, mate. Pretty
Right,
sure
we've got the
there's
SF Racing CMV Performance Falcon coming out now, who's generally pretty quick on the lights, but it's taking on the 6100 Mazda.
Oh,
which,
0004.
red light, but has had a few issues tonight as well.
Tell you what, just jumped the gun there. Time it there, Bushy. 040 on the cherry.
Yeah, fractionally too soon. Talking 40 thousandths of a second.
Right. So it'll make it tight on the deep end too, regardless. Runs at 20.86 with the 6 at 58. 15.37 at 90 from the Aeroflow. Next pair's up. They've got the Lancer dialed in with an 18.06 and a 10.60 dialed in from the VF HSV.
Wow, so fair handicap going
Well,
to the
Steve,
rocket lane, but an 18.06 is very specific in the dial-in.
Yes.
Well, Steve, we've got a bit of a David versus Goliath battle right now. We've got little Mitsubishi Lancer about to take on a PSC Racing. Milk Commodore VF down here. This thing is tough. But don't discount the Lancer, because we've seen it before. A slow car can be
You're exactly right, Stuart. This game is all about consistency, not only in the times that your car or bike runs, but also in how you leave the start line, how you shift your gears if you're manually shifting, how everything that you do, you want to do it almost robotically.
Clockwork.
Yes, because that makes everything more consistent throughout the run, and it allows you to see if you have a spot for improvement, or if you do run fast or slow, you have a way of recognizing, oh, that's why I'm quicker.
Imagine 8-second difference. Oh, he's launched. Unfortunately, that might affect him coming through to the deep end here. Will he pass the Lancer in time?
He had a couple of stabs at the throttle.
Tortoise first the hair. Oh.
And the Tortoise will take it. Goes 18.07 with a 9 on an 18.06.
What a dial in.
Yeah, wow.
All right, Aiden Stutsbury dialed in with a 10.48 and a 15.10 from the T-Rock.
Yeah, so Corey He's got the race face on. Owen just came past me in the T-Rock and gave me the thumbs up. Of course, teammates in Dialed In Racing, two vastly different ways of going racing. Keep your eyes on Corey because he's pretty quick on the lights. Owen, not a bad light from him. Let's see if you can edge out Corey in the VH.
So
coming in quick, was she?
Yeah, Corey.
Oh my God. What a finish.
Yeah, Corey gets there by 0.2 of a second, which surprisingly is about the same margin. Runs a 10.48 with a 9 on a 10.48 dial-in. So 9 thousandths over the dial-in. That's experience right there.
Now, currently at the moment, I don't want to put the mockers on people, Steve, but we haven't had a breakout as yet.
We've had 3, Bush, do we?
We've had a few red lights. All right, 62 hypo.
We've had 2 breakouts.
Oh, have we?
Yeah, mate.
Okay, my apologies.
Close.
Yeah. All right, 62 hypo. Take on this beautiful VK.
Oh, nice launch for the VK. 0.94 on the tree, Adam, and it's going to take the win here. If it doesn't go too quick, gets there 8.74 with a 6 on an 8.50 at 160 miles an hour. So he didn't get out of it by much if he did. And the racer in the Aeroflow lane stayed in that throttle because he knew that the VK was going to come past him at a big rate of knots.
GR Yaris taking on Dave.
Now, Steve, will this four-wheel drive, the GR Yaris, be an advantage or a hindrance?
Well, I mean, the Cortina is probably one of the best sorted.
Just going to fix the dial-in time here.
Super street cars that we have. Which car? The Yaris, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so 1435 dial-in for the GR Yaris. First timer as well. So great to see him having a crack at this dial your own. Taking on David Matosevic in his Cortina, 1044 dial-in. Now, not only is the Yaris got to be sharp on the lights, but he's got to put that four-wheel drive system to good use as well to get that launch off the line. Because Dave's got a 4-second wait.
That he does, Stu, but as we've said before, it's you know, Dave can have the best sorted car here and race every opportunity that he gets, but the driver of the Yaris could just I'll say jag a reaction time and run right on, and one of the favourites is out. 295 light for the Yaris. 052 on the tree for the Cortina. So the Cortina has over 0.2 of a second up its sleeve. You'll see probably
gone around him. Probably
on the brakes. No, didn't he? Just rolled out of the throttle. 1046 with a 6, 122 miles an hour. And our Yaris went fractionally too quick. It's what we call a breakout. That is in the rules to stop people sandbagging, of course.
XYU.
Yeah, well, this is Richard Matosevic, and as Brett just told me, our New South Wales state champion in Super Street in the Big XY.
Now, Sammy's
taking on Sammy Joe.
She's done a shy 10.02 here. So, not putting in all the nines that she does before.
Well, they've been trying to dial the car back, so it was not running nines because in Super Street, 10.00.
They've had a bit of, as we were talking about before, with the injection.
Oh yes,
the injection loader went from
changing the jet
100
sizes.
shot at 90 to a 70. Sorry, 70 shot 90 to 100% at 30. So.
Uncharacteristic 150 light for Sammy Joe.
Ryan's down here on the line, egging her on. Wow.
Oh, she got there.
Nice breakout
the
there.
Utility
from
too
the
fast.
Aeroflow.
10.17 with a 4 at it. I'm on a 10.20.
Wow.
And Sammy Joe goes 10.06 with a 4, 132 miles an hour on a 10.02 dial-in. So Sammy Joe lucky there because she gave away nearly a 1/10 of a second on the start line.
All right, we've got Lachlan McCaskill down here in the Ute, about to take on Luke Hinchelwood in the Volkswagen Amarok, and I've got Mark down here in the viewing area. Mark, cracker reaction times from Luke tonight.
Yeah, 003 and a PB with a 14.6 in the old Was a Pebble Amarok. Here he goes, going into
Was a
stage.
Pebble.
Tell you what, mate, he's a chip off the old block, mate. Those reaction times are absolutely killer.
There's not too much in this one.
You might get this.
McCaskill slightly better with a 1-1-2.
Oh, he's gonna
go to the commercials. Oh, he broke out.
Oh,
10.62.
Yeah, it goes a little bit quick to Luke.
It's a PB. We're pretty stoked with that.
It's not a breakout, it's a PB.
I'll tell you what, we saw on the weekend at Brushenouts, all the younger guys starting to step up in the burnouts with the same things happening in drag racing. You know, Lockie McCaskill, Steve, ex-junior dragster racer, has got this ute and he's just doing dynamite work. Luke Hinchelwood started here in the Subaru, has jumped up to the Volkswagen Amarok.
I want to know when the turbo or the bigger turbo is going on the Amarok. Make it a boulder.
Put it on the tune. Oh, the boulder, yeah. The meteorite. All right. Jamie Sabello's dialed in with a 992.
Dad joke, sorry.
Taken on the Mustang with a 1235. Oh my God, Jamie's red lit. Left before the amber.
Yeah, so the Mustang will take the win here. Sorbello not moving though. 12.79 with an 8.1 at 12 miles an hour. Sees the win light flashing in the rocket lane. Nice light though, 010 on the tree.
He's not going to be happy with himself, unfortunately, with that one. Looks like he might make it to the gate.
All right, we've got this turboed Falcon. Brett, can you just, I've noticed it's got a dialed in sticker. I haven't seen this car before at the stable. What's actually been done to it? What's it running?
So this is a mate of ours, Ross Edwards. He's that's his dad's car, who sadly passed away a couple of years ago. And he's pulled out the old 302 or 351, I'm not too sure, but that is now a Barra Turbo.
Oh wow! There we go.
So you said it didn't sound. You said it didn't sound like a normal, like a normal XYXW Falcon. That would be why.
Well, he's dialed in with the 1050, Steve, and he's taking on the little Audi. Thanks for that, Brett.
Wow, Barra Turbo.
All right, the Audi up on the launch control.
Bit slow on the action time there though, Bushy, or both of them.
Yeah, the Falcon's got a little bit of work to do here. The Audi moving around a little bit at half track, coming over towards the center line. The Falcon draws up alongside, but not close enough. 13.78 with a 7 on a 13.30 to take the win for the Audi.
11.03 with an 8 at 126 from the XY. .10.01 dial in.
This will be a solo, Adam, as you alluded to before. There's an uneven field.
Yes, mate. 29.
29. So we'll see a couple of solos in the each of the rounds.
Geez, had I known that, maybe I should have entered.
There's no buybacks, Stewie.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, I know.
It's staff don't win. Sorry.
I was going to say I've got the Bandit helmet in the back of the car at the moment.
It's no good in the back of the car, mate. It's only any good on your head.
Yeah, I know that, but you know, like Mr. Panetta's here, and I don't want to embarrass myself in front of one of the legends of Supergas.
But how are you going to do that? He'll give you a hand. If he's the sort of guy, he would gladly give you any advice that he could give you.
He'll give you the cleaver.
Oh, I know he would, but you know, well, that's
Give him the
Supergas
cleaver for a
royalty
run.
standing right next to me, boys. All right.
All right, and starts to be through the finish line there. 10.07 with a 7 on a 10.01 dial in. 136 miles an hour. That's the advantage of having a solo. It means that you basically can check the dial in out for the next round of racing.
So that's our first round done, I believe. Yep.
That's correct. So 29 now is 15.
14 and a half.
Yep.
Front
Now
half,
just-
on the back.
Just also, guys, quickly, to all our racers that are out the back and to our motorcycle riders as well, commentator's choice tonight. I've got some photos of cars and bikes. So I hate to break it to the two boys upstairs, but it's going to be a bit of a hard pick tonight.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Stu. There's a number of pretty cool cars here, and bikes, of course.
Yeah, so guys, I'll be announcing the winner of the commentator's choice in about 20 minutes. So stick around, guys. It'll only be 8:30. There's plenty more racing to come. But you never know, it could be you walking away with a free ticket to Race for Real for next week. And I must say that all the photos that I've taken, you don't necessarily have to have the fastest car or bike.
No, it's exactly right. It's it could be something that just takes our interest. Doesn't even necessarily have to be. It's not about how much money you spend or whether it's the nicest or whether it's the fastest. Something that piques our interest. 11:41 with a 5, 123 miles an hour in the Aeroflow lane there to take the win. Over 15.1 at 91 miles an hour.
Went
All right,
outside.
we've got the Honda Fireblade coming out now in the rocket lane. And taking on the Yamaha R1. Two very, very good 1000cc bikes in their own right. Two very different styles. I'd dare say that the Honda is probably a little bit more torquey than the Yamaha.
Not too much in the reaction times here. The bike's very evenly matched down the raceway here.
Oh, 997, Bushy.
Yeah, 997, 152 mile an hour. So nice speed out of the rocket lane. A 1039 with an 8 at 138 in the Aeroflow.
Well, Harleys.
Listen to those babies sing. Got the Harley-Davidson Fat Boy down here in the Aeroflow lane. That unmistakable large rear tyre on the rear end of it. Actually, those bars on that bike look very similar to Benji's, actually. Similar height that he's got in his Suzuki. But this bike is down here in the rocket lane.
Nice launch out of both bikes. Rocket lane sliding the clutch just right, I think. Getting to the finish line first. 11.19 with a 5, 118 miles an hour. Doing 11.35 with a 4. The rider in the rocket lane there said earlier is looking for a 10-second pass here tonight.
I'll tell you what, our start line team, boys, I'd just like to say, Steve, they're on fire tonight. All three of them. Hey, it's great to see some more modern Mustangs coming out lately, Steve.
Yeah, certainly it looks like there's more and more coming, and I think as the performance mods filter down, then we see people getting quicker and quicker. 977 with the 6 there. In the Aeroflow lane on the solo. Speaking of late model Mustangs, here is one in the rocket lane, taking on the Lexus in the Aeroflow.
Well, I think the other thing too, Adam, is that, you know, people have seen what Snot Rocket did over in America with the Coyote motor.
Cheeky record.
Yeah, and I really think that might have kick-started a bit of a resurgence in terms of modifying these late model Mustangs here in Australia. I mean, let's face it, we love to beat everyone when it comes to records. And it's great to see the Mustangs out here having some fun at Aeroflow Race for Real. And this looks like a good pass out of the Stang in 1160 at 127. Not too bad.
Yeah, 770 to the 8th mile at 99 miles an hour. To a 1288, I think it was, in the Aeroflow lane. Oh, that's a better burnout from the Tirana. Lots of opposite lock. Making sure the tyres are hot this time around.
Now, that's another thing to all our racers that are out the back.
Usually.
Guys, just around 9 o'clock, I'll be doing the fastest reaction time winner tonight as well. So stick around, don't go anywhere, because it could be you, it could jag a 000. You never know. I don't know what the fastest reaction time is so far. That's to be decided by the computer, which is a lot more smarter than my brain. Now the R32 Skyline, just a bit of a cough and sputter to the 60. And the Tirana, 1094, 124, great run from him. The R32, well, there's definitely more in that car as the big Pontiac comes out. Now the guy I was trying to think of earlier, Victor Slogianos, of course he's got a big Chevy Monte Carlo that used to run in Super Sedan a number of years ago, before he had the Tirana built. It would have been a good matchup between the Pontiac and the big Chev. Certainly got that old school muscle car look about it, Steve.
Yeah, not wrong. There's a little bit of weight sitting down there in the rocket lane, that's for sure. Subaru away nicely, but just outgunned with a little bit of horsepower in their rocket lane there. And a 12.05, 115 miles an hour. To a 14.0 at 99 for the Subaru. Next up we have the Galano Golf down there taking on the CRV. You can hear the unmistakable whistle of the bonnet exit exhaust on the CRV.
Well, this Galano assisted Volkswagen. Good run off the light too. CRV.
Mate, we're going to check the replay on that, Stewie. Watch the CRV off the line here, Bush in, Stu. Watch it on the big screen. Watch left, right, left, right, left, right.
I think we're going to have to nickname that car the replay machine.
Caterpillar.
Steve Sarkis.
11.22 at 141 miles an hour though.
Now, Ashley's back behind the wheel of the Ute, Steve, but she's got her cousin in the car this time, her younger cousin.
Might have to go get your helmet, Stewie.
Riding shotgun.
Stewie, might have to go get your helmet and help him passenger next run.
Yeah, well, I've got the helmet there.
There you go.
Actually, Steve.
Yes.
You remember that gentleman that was running about the Tesla?
What, sorry?
Remember the driver that was stirring me up about the Tesla? Last year, who said, oh, you know, he threatened to get me behind the wheel to have a drive of it.
Oh, vaguely, yes.
Yes. I haven't seen him back since.
No.
No, I haven't seen him back. So, you know, he knows what the car can do. There's no point in bringing it back.
Well, no, that's not what it's all about. It's actually challenging yourself, I suppose. And as Adam said, there's plenty of electric cars out there that are quick. The new Porsche, he says, runs into the 8s out of the showroom. Or is it really?
Oh, good stuff. We've got another first timer coming out here in the Ford Focus.
Alright, so Mr. Grimer away with a 13:31 reaction time. HQ out in front of the Subaru here. get to the finish line first. 15:31 with a 9, 91 miles an hour. And the Subaru, a 16:57.
What, a Fiesta? Is that a Fiesta ST?
Fiesta?
Yeah.
A Focus, bro.
Is it a Focus?
It's
or
a
Fiesta?
Focus.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it's Focus. RS Focus. Taking on the Z car down there in the Aeroflow lane.
400 Zs.
Is that how many?
There's 400 of them in there. It's powered by 400 Zs.
One of the cars up on the launch control. I think it's the Nissan.
Gonna be waiting a while.
Focus needs to move forward into...
more focus.
Wow.
Thank you, I'm here a week.
We're doing ching.
Oh, mate.
Is one of them on the launch control? I don't think it is. I think it's just the harmonics of...
I think there's a Rotary somewhere down there.
Rotary down there, I think. All right, so the Focus is in deep stage. That's okay. Both races away. Pretty similar reaction times here. Nissan with the horsepower. And runs on through for a 12:58 with a 110 miles an hour at the finish line.
Focus 1483 with a 5 at 102. All right. It's a 20 powered S15, sorry, taking on the XE. All I can hear is that rotary.
Yeah.
Oh, what a launch.
Yeah, 1.8 seconds to the 60 for the Falcon.
It's fine at Bushy. He's going left and right. We have smoke coming out of it too, but fights it to the end. 15:57 with 3 at 109.
That looked a lot quicker than 109 miles an hour.
There to set the radials on the rear end of it. Fusion detailing helping him out with that Falcon. As Death Wish comes out now from Builtec.
Builtec versus Galano. Galano's got a couple here tonight.
Yep. So they ran their Golf last week. A little bit loose for the Mazda's going to go across the center line, takes out one of the blocks.
2, 3, 4.
And a 925 with a 9, 158 miles an hour across the finish line.
Watch the big screen for this one as the rotary absolutely demolishes going down the middle. I mean, that probably should have realised after the first one to back out of it instead of kept going.
The danger is, Adam, of course, when you run down the centre of the racetrack, the blocks do cost some money to repair.
Yeah.
But secondly, there's little to no traction right on the centre line of the racetrack.
Once you've crossed anyway.
That's
mate.
right. You cross the line, the centre line's there for a reason.
Yeah. Absolutely silly.
Should have got out of the throttle, come back to the middle of your lane, and then come back around for another run. So the risk is, the biggest risk is to you, the driver, if you decide to drive like that, because you end up running in a part of the racetrack that has very little prep done to it, and what generally will happen, the car will be driven towards the center line even more, because the outside wheel is the one with the traction, and it wants to turn the car in the direction that you're already going.
Let's watch the replay again, Bushy. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyway.
All right, so we'll be down for a few moments just while we replace those. We can see on the live stream they're all but already done.
We got one of our young fans down here in the staging lanes. You happy with that pass?
Yeah.
So this is your favourite car?
Yeah.
Yeah. Big voice. No way. Good to see our young fans here as well. Hey mate, GDR, mate, she's on fire tonight.
Yeah, the boys called it last week. I'm knocking on the door of the 10th, so we've gone 10-9-4, I think, so it's good.
Yeah, it is good, mate, and that's probably pretty much where it's in its happy spot there by the look of it as well.
Maybe a little bit more in it. We'll see tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, conditions are good out here tonight, so you never know.
Oh yeah, a lot faster than last week, getting in and out.
It's good to see you here again this week, mate.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
All right, guys, we're not too far away from announcing our commentator's choice tonight. And as I mentioned, it's going to be tough tonight. I've got about 4 or 5 vehicles that's on my list. But obviously, I've got to knock heads with the boys upstairs. It's not going to be easy. Now, Steve, I just had a chat with the driver of the red Evo. And of course, he used to drive a red Subaru WRX from Elite Auto House. And I've just been told that Arlie has had the car on the dyno. They had a little bit of an issue with it, so I've got to rebuild just the inside of a turbo, which obviously won't take them too long. But apparently I've been told that it's making a lot more power than what it did before. So I'm looking forward to seeing the Elite Auto House Subaru WRX out here, hopefully in the next few months, and having a crack back down the quarter mile. But he's having a few little issues with the Evo tonight. It's just out of practice.
Attention in the pits, attention in the pits.
Now, Steve, while I'm down here, I might try and grab a word with Lachlan McCaskill. Of course, Super Street racer, former junior dragster racer. Lockie, how's the ute going tonight, mate?
Oh, all right. It's PB'd already, so we'll see where we go.
Now, mate, you had a supercharged 6 in this before. Is it still a 6?
Still a 6.
Okay. Rightio, because we weren't sure whether it was still a 6 or you jumped up to a V8.
No, still left with a 6.
Well, mate, it's great to see you PBing this thing. You've put a lot of love into this car. What are the plans moving forward for the car? Leave it as it is, or maybe something else further down the track?
I do have a modified at home we're building, but for the ute right now, we'll be putting on E85 and nitrous.
Sick. Did you hear that, Steve? Or Adam? Probably.
Sorry, mate, we're just fixing something up here.
No, that's all right. Lockie McCaskill, E85 and nitrous in the future, in the ute. So that's exciting. Now, you got a modified in the build.
Yes.
So, what are we looking at, an altered or a dragster?
Dragster.
Sick. Good man, because I'm a dragster fan, you know that. But mate, so what is it, front engine dragster, rear engine?
Rear engine, 555 cube.
555, well, you're not doing things by halves, are you?
It should do about a 7.2.
Sick. Top stuff, man. It's great to see you stepping up in the modified, brother. That is sensational.
Thank you.
Just don't sell the ute, please, because we all love this car.
No, this is my forever one.
Good on you, Lockie. Good to see it. Lockie McCaskill, former Jim Dragster racer, and stepping it up in New South Wales Motorsport. That is sensational. Well, guys, we're going to come upstairs. We'll put our heads together for commentator's choice. And then I'll be back down later to announce the winner.
next Agro LH taking on the Focus. So it looks like got a couple of bikes coming through, and we might move into our round 2 eliminations as well. So eyes back up the tree. Toronto versus Focus. Nice chassis twist from the Toronto as he takes off. Comfortable win here. Crosses through line for a 10.15 with a 4.130. Followed by the Focus with a 13.72 with a 4.103.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're commentators, we've all put our heads together, and our commentator's choice tonight is going to a motorcycle rider. Of course, a few bikes, a few cars here that were in the running, but the winner is actually going to bike number FT35. So I might jump on the burnout pad. So I dare say that rider will be coming up the return road. And as Steve, Mark and Adam and I said, it's not being, you don't have to have the fastest car, it's what we takes out here. And believe me, it's earned.
Not much in the reaction times on that run, Stu, and a 10.08 with an 8, 150 miles an hour in the Aeroflow lane. 12.03 with a 5 at 115 in the Rocket. I'm wondering if your recipient was the first bike out in this group, Stu?
Yeah, I dare say they'd be coming up the return road now.
Nicely crossed up in the burnout for the Aeroflow lane there. Having a good old time. Both bikes away cleanly. The Rocket lane with a better light, 144. A little bit more horsepower, 2.9 at 67 with a 0, 150 miles an hour. And 11.11 with a 4, 118 for the Harley in the Aeroflow there.
Well, hopefully this will be one of our riders coming up now.
All right, we're into round 2 of our dial-in challenge here tonight. Danny Stoudemire down there in the Aeroflow lane, dialed in with a 13.62 this time. Taking on Lachlan McCaskill, so 2 experienced racers down there in the burnout pad. McCaskill dialed in with a 12.55 in the Holden Utility. Supercharged V6 on board for him. No dramas in frying the rear tyres here. Car closest to screen. Stoudemire in the manually shifted AU Falcon in the far lane. Oh, Stoudemire unfortunately threw it away with an 0.38 red light. McCaskill with an 0.85 green. He's got the opportunity to test the dial in here.
All right, guys, so I'll make my way back up into the staging area, but motorcycle number FT35, you are the commentator's choice tonight. You have won a free ticket to Race for Real for next week. So big congratulations.
As our next pair start their burnout procedure. In the dial-in challenge here tonight, 14.60 the dial-in for the EL Falcon in the Aeroflow lane to a 14.80 to the Falcon in the Rocket lane. So only 0.2 of a second, half of one light on the start line. The Rocket lane to leave first. Will be chased down by the later model. 600's the gap. Advantage going to the Aeroflow lane. Will it be converted to a win? Yes, it will. By 1/10 of a second, a 14.68 with a 2 on a 14.60. The Aeroflow lane takes the win. Our next pair going through their burnout procedure. David Martisevic taking on
Corey? Aiden. Stutchbury.
Yes, Stutchbury. Mr. Stutchbury.
Brett. Bob, Fred.
That's not Brett. Brett's down there.
Look
Brett's
at him
down
there.
Brett's down there in the high vis. I know it's not Brett.
Hang on, but if he's down there, who's in there?
It's Judy.
Oh, 048035. We should tell them, should we? That's all right, they've already left.
No, they wouldn't hear us talking, that's for sure. And the Cortina takes the win at 10.44 with a 3 on a 10.42. Stutchbury goes a 10.54 with a 9 on a 10.44. So it dropped about a 1/10 in ET there. Next up we have, this is Aiden, I think, in the Aeroflow lane.
Brett will confirm.
Or not.
Or not. Yes.
Yes, he is listening. Thank you, Brett. Well, we've got some numbers, and you've switched all the cars around on us. So 0.59 on the tree for Aiden in the Aeroflow lane. Has the advantage over the Blue Commodore in the Rocket. And Mr. Stutchbury takes the win here, 10.18 with a 5, 134 miles an hour on a 10.05.
Hey, Brett, is it someone's birthday tonight? Starting with an S? Oh, this one. Oh. Oh, 018 negative. You gotta hate it. Gotta hate it.
Yeah, that's 18 thousandths too early for Jack in the Aeroflow lane. The EK goes another round. 11.80 with a 7, 177 miles an hour to take the win.
Okay. The Clockwork Lancer was a 0.01.
Yes, I think it was the closest to the dial-in.
Yeah.
Out of all the cars in the first round. Just sneaky rolling up to stage. Mustang rolling on up there now. The Mustang dialed in with a 12.75.
Lancer 18.06 bushy. What's that, six and a bit? Sorry, 5 and a bit.
Yeah, 5 and a
half.
5.2.
Don't get too.
3.1.
.033 from the Mustang. Oh, wow.
Oh, that would have made the highlight reel there, Adam.
That might be save-worthy, Bushy.
Yeah, that was a big step out there for the Mustang. The Lance is going to go too fast,
Oh
unfortunately,
my
by
God.
8 thou. He's gone at 18.05 with a 2 on an 18.06.
Quick replay while we've got time. Bushy, left lane Mustang. Whoop.
Gets let out of jail effectively. The Lancer there had it in the bag, but 8,000's too fast.
All right, Sammy J. Johnson. Rolled in with a 10.02 and an 8.50. Is that a VK?
Yep. I'm going to say yes.
Okay. The Commodore.
Pretty sure it is.
From the Holden.
Yes. Big speed there out of the Holden in the rocket lane. We're talking nearly 30 miles an hour more than Sammy Joe's.
Yeah, 1.5 difference here as well, was she? Slight purge from the green machine. Oh, 077 on the tree. Oh, negative here, unfortunately, for the VK.
Big red light for the VK there, unfortunately. Sammy's going to move into the next round.
She's rolled out of it. She knows what's going on. 10.04, 8.60 with an oh, wow.
Yeah, the Commodore in the rocket lane, just running a little bit off the dial in as well, but Sammy Joe's machine scores the win.
Okay, guys, just after this next round of the Dial Your Own,
Yes.
we're going to be getting the reaction times sorted. So if you have been racing tonight, guys, bring your car around to the staging lanes, because you never know, it could be you that has got the fastest reaction time tonight, and you would win a free ticket to Race for Real for next week.
We can. All right, the solo at that time for this round of racing, it goes to entrant T25 in the Aeroflow lane. So we should have 4 pairs next time round. It'll be 8 cars. Holy Alexis down on the start line. Alexis and Alexin.
Lexi?
Yeah. Perhaps. Not sure. Not ever called two in one
group
race.
Of Lexi.
Bouncing down the...
Yeah. Slowly through the meadows. Lexi. The Torana. Torana.
Saurus.
Yes. Oh, sideways here.
Taking on the Falcon down there in the rocket lane.
I don't think it liked that, to be honest.
Well, this competitor won one of our awards last week. I think it was commentator's choice, pretty sure of it. It was a whole 7 days ago.
Bumping it in, literally. See, the burnout was doing the same thing. It just likes to go to the right as soon as he takes off. So 968 does 1108 with a 9 at 123. Bushy as the Falcon goes through.
Yeah, 15.008, 94 miles an hour.
Do a quick report while we're transitioning over. Ashley Grimmer taking on the Subaru. After a win here for Ashley. 13.43 with an 8 at 100. Subaru 14.22 with a 7 at 97. As Laurie lines up, might be up against the mighty CRV. CRV staged in, ready to go. Laurie quickly jumps in, straight onto both. Looks like the CRV might have gone to safety here on the launch. Brings it back. No, it didn't like it. Backs out of it, going literally sideways towards the center line. Let's have a look at the replay of this CRV. I know it was a delayed start, but just watch the right-hand lane as he goes, as he comes up to the 8th here, goes whoosh. Might have a quick look at replays. Looks like, no, missed it on this one, unfortunately.
All right, guys, I've got some good news. If you are racer number T7, you have won the fastest reaction time for the night. So you have won a free ticket to Race for Real for next week.
That's the Amarok, Stewie.
Ah, of course, that's Luke Hinchelwood. So, Luke, if you are out the back, mate, come down towards the staging area, please, mate. Yeah, so once again, guys, Luke Hinchelwood, if you're mate, I'll get you to come down, please, mate, to receive your paperwork for tonight's reaction time contest. You've actually won in the Volkswagen Amarok. Congratulations to Lukey. Well done, brother.
Couple of Euros down the line here. Launch control coming out of the Audi, but it looks like the Beamers took off like a rocket ship. Comfortable win here. 11.91 with a 4 at 1:15, and a 15.11 with a 2 at 93. So we look down, we've got the VN or VP, the SV5000, taking on the Focus. Focus crosses through, takes win. 13.73 with a 7 at 102. They're 14.99 at 93. Saka Sigma, tough burnout, taking on the slightly sleeper CRV. Solid run here by Mr. Sarkis. 9.64 with a 7 at 129. So following through with a 14.0 at 99. All right, 200SX taking on the VZ. V8 versus Turbo 4. Red light there from the R8. $12.19 with a 5.114 from the VZ. 14.47 with a 1 at 93 from the Aeroflow. The GR Yaris taking on the Mark 1 Mustang. Pretty solid launch here from the Mustang. Maintains that little gap he has from the beginning over the Yaris. Goes through 12.56 at 114 to a 13.88 at 107. We move on to back to the bikes. Nice digit pair leave here from these two bikes. Aeroflow takes the win. 10.46 with a 9 at 137 to 11.56 with a 9 at 118. Next pair of bikes coming through. A couple of nice sounding Harleys. Bit of a slight delay there from the rocket lane, but it doesn't matter because he looks like he might just catch up and might possibly take it. Slightly misses there on the win. Aeroflow takes the win, 11.24 with a 9 at 118 to 11.64 at 117. The last pair of bikes take the tree. Nice run for the pair, nice results. 9.67 with a 6 at 150 to a 9.83 with a 3 at 152. No words required for that one. Tirana looks like he's lined up against the... Is there a Falcon over there, BF? I've just missed it on our camera here. Yes. A little bit of red light there from the Falcon. Bit of a slow reaction time from the Tirana at the same time, though. Tirana does comfortably take the win here. 11.00 with a 9 at 123 to a 15.02 with a 2 at 92. What's a pair of Grimmers? Would you call them a Grimmai?
Grimmai. I'm going to say Grimmai.
Okay.
Certainly not a master of the English language, but I'm going to say.
The Grimmer crew.
Yep. Not sure what the score is for tonight.
I think Ashley's got him covered actually so far. Ashley in the left lane, Laurie in the right. Will she tree him? Yes. No.
No.
All right. She'll take the win though. Ashley comes through, crosses the line. 13.22 with a 5 at 101 to a 14.79 with a 1 at 93. As a Subaru taking on one of the Lexi from before. Oh, gone all the way. Keith's not impressed. Keith's not happy. Like, you and you. Sort yourselves out. Sick 'em, Keith.
All right, the Subaru away with a 2.76. Light goes 2.1 seconds to the 60-foot.
Subaru might take the win.
I think he will. 14.13 with a 6.99 miles an hour. Gets there by nearly a second.
To a 12.95 with a 4, 1.16. from the Lexus.
Admittedly, if the two cars had left the start line at the same time, the race might have been different. There was about a second different in the reaction time.
All right, I-30N taking on the Nana spec Subaru with the rooftop. I-30N taking advantage of the turbo and taking out a lead. Cross through for the win. 13.48 with a 9 at 101 to a 16.59 with a 2 at 85. So I think we move into our next round of competition here, is it? Falcon taking on the Audi. Good. So dialed in with a 1460 to a 1350. So the Falcon will take off first, and a second later, the Audi in pursuit. Good to see Keith keeping him in line there.
He's not the employee of the month for
No,
nothing.
he's dropped off a bit.
All right. Unfortunately, looks like the Audi has left before the third amber.
Not the way you want to go into round 3.
No. Falcon gets a good run in, 14.68 with a 6 on a 14.60 dial in, 92 miles an hour.
Seek him, Keith, seek him. Keith's not doing too bad for his first day.
Yep.
All right, next pair. The EK taking on Mr. Dave.
Yep.
Mr. Dave's dialed in with a 1042. EK dialed in with 1170. So what, 1.3 seconds there, Bushy?
Yep, near enough. Round numbers.
That's it, mate.
For this time of night maths in the top
When
of my
in
head,
doubt,
yes.
round it.
Yep.
So 1.3 second difference here. We'll see the EK take off first. And Mr. Dave in for the hunt. Sheriff Keith down there on the start line.
Is that good? Oh, 019 on the tree for David in the Cortina.
Oh.
Has about 0.2 of a second up his sleeve. Can't give away that sort of advantage. And no win lights, but the computer is saying that the Cortina took that one out. 10.63 with a 2, 111 miles an hour.
Sheriff Keith found something down the start line. Nothing. When he went there, it was bare.
So he had to stare.
He had to stare like he didn't care, with his arms in the air.
What? Really?
You started it, I finished it, all right?
One of us had to.
That's it. Good
All
to
right.
see some people there with some mops and Keith just watching. Oh yeah, no, I'll just grab the mop quick while someone's watching, quick. Mark Elborn says hello, Keith says don't change. All right, up next, Sammy Joe, dialed in with a 1002. A 1260 from the Aeroflow. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday is the Sydney Cash Day Shootout, brought to you by the No Prep Races Australia. So gates open from 9 a.m. Couple of big classes there. You've got Big Tie, Small Tie, and the Street Gangster, which is our tune class. Tickets from $35 for spectators. Kids under 12 are free. So whether you're a diehard fan of No Prep or just a fan of loud cars and fast racing, this is definitely one of the must-see events. Bring the family, bring your mates. Come see some of Sydney's biggest No Preps in the showdown. So gates open from 9 a.m. on Saturday. We'll have a look at maybe the next one. We've got Old Muscle Car Club, which is on the Sunday after. 7 till 10. It's a couple of old cars, a couple of show and shine. Something for everyone. Bring the kids down on Sunday morning. Nice and relaxed event. So I said here, 7 till 10. Couple of categories for the trophies in that show and shine. We've got Modern Muscle and Performance, Fast 4, Best Rotor, Best Granny Spec, Best Old School Muscle, Hot Rod and Custom, Pro Streeter, and Top 3 People's Choice. And over $1,000 in raffles. So you might get yourself a cheeky prize or two. And then at the end of the day, around the 10 o'clock, they'll be doing a couple of hot laps of the track. Free entry for spectators. So as I said, if you want to have something to do for the cars and coffee on a Sunday, come down for free entry for spectators on the Old Muscle Car Club show and shine. And then next date on the 27th of June, Day at the Drags, 20th anniversary. Going to be a big one. As I said, it is 20 years, so there's going to be a whole lot of entries already suited in. And the Nitro exhibition, they've got the vintage gases, so the Nostalgia Pro stock. And then, so I said, some of the classes here. Classic bike, street class, pre-48 hot rod, new retro. And then we've got middle eliminator, top eliminator, top gas, vintage gas, supercharged outlaws, and the Nostalgia Pro stock. Plus we've got the classic car show and shine down in the pit lane. Competition entries close at midnight on the 24th, which is the Monday beforehand. So trade stands, food trucks, show and shine. Bit of everything for everyone. Might even see a cheekly Anglia there or not.
You might.
You might have to now, I've said it. Steve Bush will be here in the Anglia.
Well, it might be. We'll see how we go. I won't be racing.
Picture frame of an Anglia.
Yes, that's right. I can put a picture up of it on the big screen.
Yes.
I have connections for that.
Oh, do you?
Mm. Well, I think I do.
Hey, Mark on the YouTube, just want to confirm if you're talking about pink slips or not.
In a word, no.
No. No racing.
Definitely not.
Racing for pinks?
No. Hate to disappoint you, Mark, but no.
All right. So while we've got a couple of seconds here, Mr. Benny might do some quick ads, cut through to our sponsors. Be back with you shortly.
Anthony Matuk, and this is MR Engineering.
You can spot them from a mile away. The ones who run Mickeys. They don't blend in. They don't back down. They build bigger. They drive harder. They win. Mickey Thompson isn't for everyone. It's for those who refuse to follow and choose to lead. Running Mickeys means something. It means you're part of a movement. Builders, racers, rebels. People who defy limits. Who set trends, not follow them. Who don't ask for permission. You want grip? You want guts? You want glory? Then you want Mickeys. Because if you're not running Mickeys, you're missing out on the most iconic name in tires and wheels. Born from American ingenuity, still American owned. Built for those who blaze their own trail. Mickey Thompson, for the bold, for the winners, for the ones who forge their own legacy.
Heavy Duty magazine is the proud sponsor of Sydney Dragway Street Bike. Editor Mick Withers is a long-time racer and supporter of this entry-level bracket. Heavy Duty is Australia's #1 Harley-Davidson magazine, with road tests of new Harleys, features on wild customs and tech articles from riders with grease under their fingernails. Heavy Duty is also proud to sponsor modified bike champion Sean Ricketts, upcoming junior drag bike racer Anastasia Lucky, and modified bike racer Peter Bartlett. Grab your copy of Heavy Duty magazine from heavyduty.com.au.
Boosted by Aeroflow Performance. A complete lineup of high-performance turbochargers, external wastegates, manifolds and turbo accessories. Engineered to handle the pressure and deliver serious power. Streetcar, weekend weapon or full race build. When you're ready for real boost, Aeroflow delivers performance without the premium price tag. Get boosted by Aeroflow. See the full boosted range now at aeroflowperformance.com.
Team coordinator for Volante Rosso. We're here at Phillip Island where we've got our Radicals and our GT3. They're currently out on track and they're the champions of the weekend. However, we wouldn't be here without our partners Pack Lease, who are the real heroes who help us get here. They help us get to any event that we need to go to, including race weekends, media days and track days. We've been partnered with the team at Pack Lease for the past 3 years, and we couldn't think of anyone better who we want to do this with. They get us from A to B and to every racetrack and every event that we need to go to. They are so extremely helpful with everything that we need, and
Simpson Race Products Australia offers the widest range of safety gear, including helmets, Simpson hybrids, boots, driving suits, gloves, harnesses, underwear, accessories, and much more. Whether you're on the drag strip, circuit, or off-road, Simpson Race Products Australia has all the gear to keep you protected. Built to protect every race, every track, every lap. Simpson Racing Products Australia. For more information or to get some of the best safety equipment in Australia, send an email to sales@simpsonraceproducts.com.au or contact them directly on 0407 108 103 or 02 9545 6662.
I have this incredible drive to succeed. I've just got this ambition, I want to get on the podium. I think there's a lot of people that have an older mentality and don't think women belong in motorsport, and that's one thing I'd like to prove a lot of people wrong. It's you in the car and it's your ambition and your drive to win. As soon as that helmet goes on, that's it. I'm Brooke Newson. I'm a sprint car and outlaw car driver.
Bang Shift Automatic Shifters by Aeroflow Performance. A premium range of performance automatic shifters engineered for positive engagement, smooth operation, and precise gear selection when it counts. From tough street builds to dedicated race cars, Bang Shift delivers clean, confident shifts and total control, pass after pass. When precision matters, make every shift count. Upgrade to Bang Shift from Aeroflow Performance. See the full range now at aeroflowperformance.com.
We've always had a few cars. They're all special. The T-Bird.
Oh, that's mine.
The Combi for when we want to get away. The XR8.
It's going to be a classic.
They're all insured with Shannon's,
We've also got Shannon's Home and Contents cover,
which helps protect our automotive collectibles, tools and memorabilia in the home and garage. If you're motoring enthusiasts like us, it's got to be
Shannon's.
Shannon's, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 13 46 46 for a quote.
X-Pro Ignition by Aeroflow Performance. A complete range of high-performance spark plug leads, ignition coils, control boxes, distributors, and supporting components. Engineered for stronger spark, sharper throttle response, and total ignition control. From street builds to serious race applications, X-Pro delivers the spark your engine demands, with reliability you can trust. Don't leave power on the table. Upgrade to X-Pro Ignition from Aeroflow Performance. See the full range now at aeroflowperformance.com.
From routine servicing to full performance builds, Carbon Auto House is where performance meets perfection. We specialize in diagnostic reports and repairs, performance modifications and software tuning, routine maintenance and servicing, plus dedicated motorsport support. Whether it's fault finding, dyno tuning, custom hardware packages, or keeping your daily driver running at its best, our experienced team delivers quality workmanship with attention to every detail. Explore our extensive range of products for Volkswagen, Audi, and more at www.carbonautohouse.com.au. Carbon Auto House. Passion driven by you.
Drag racing, it isn't just a sport, it's our legacy. Performance, it isn't just a word, it's our promise. 3 generations, 1 unwavering passion. Speedflow, where innovation meets performance. Proudly Australian, unmistakably world class. Speedflow.
Hi, I'm Anthony Matuk, and this is MR Engineering.
All right, thank you very much. Sydney Dragway start line. Nothing like a little bit of sweat equity on the mop and the tractor to get us back into racing. Our next round of the eliminations awaiting down in the water box. I can see the dial-ins on the scoreboards at the finish line. And we have Lachlan McCaskill taking on Sammy Joe Johnson.
Lachlan dialed in with a 1260. Sammy Joe with a 1002.
All right, so 2.6 seconds head start going to the utility in the Aeroflow lane. Both very experienced racers. McCaskill out of junior dragster. Comes from a racing family. Sammy Joe, relatively new to the sport of drag racing in
terms of comparison.
In terms of years around the sport, but done plenty of passes in this car.
7.3 from Sammy Joe.
Hear that supercharger whine, but I think it's going to get gobbled up by the Commodore.
Oh, no one won. No, Sammy Joe.
Sammy Joe won there. Took the win, 10.03 with a 9 on a 10.02. McCaskill got there first by 400s at him, but went too fast.
Broke it. All right. Mighty Mustang.
Taking on Aiden Stutchbury down there in the Aeroflow lane. 10.05 the dial in for Stutchbury. 12.90 the dial in for the Mustang. Mustang away. Not too much in this one, Adam. There's 4/500ths of a second.
They were both 0.2 off the line there, so at the end, 10.05 with a 7 at 133.
Yep, 900ths of a second, the gap across the finish line.
12.95 with a 2 at 110. That ends that round of eliminations.
So that was the semis, I think. So that's going to be Sammy Joe versus Aiden Stutchbury. Is my figurings correct, Brett, wherever you've gone? Wait for official word on that, but that's the way I call it. All right, next round of our bike competitors rolling up to the start line. You can hear on the track mics the unmistakable lumpy thump of the Harley Davidson in the next pair. Pair of Japanese bikes on their way down the quarter mile. The Aeroflow lane will get there first. 10.41 with a 137 miles an hour to an 11.64 at 121 in the Rocket lane. And a nice pass there, 11.18 with a 2, 118 miles an hour across the finish line to an 11.76 with a 3 at 115 in the Rocket lane. And a 9.80 with a 2, 149 miles an hour in the Rocket lane. 0.92 on the tree as well. Nice reaction time. The Audi down there into the Aeroflow lane, taking on the Falcon. 061 on the tree for the Falcon. Falcon with the horsepower. And gets there with a 14.96, 93 miles an hour. Next up, the Tirana is going to take on the Honda SUV down there in the rocket lane.
Tirana takes off.
A little bit of wheel spin there for the Tirana.
It's a wiggly CRV. Goes in pursuit. Whoa. Left, right, left.
Wow. It's those big moves that worry me at 100 miles an hour in that car.
Up on the big screen, Bushy.
Guard right of screen. Gets to the 330. Big move over. It just wants to keep turning to the left. All right, another round of Grimer versus Grimer.
Oh, Ashley off the line.
Yeah, it's like Laurie with the better light, but Ashley right there with him this time. And the utility takes the win, 13.35 with a 3 at 102.
Mr. Sarkis in the Sigma taking on the Subaru. Stout burnout.
That awesome Sigma, of course. We've seen Sigmas in the past in the burnouts that have got superchargers hanging out of them.
Sigma or Skidma?
It's good to see a drag racing version of one, Steve Sarkis. But in beside him, boys, just manually shifted Subaru wagon. Steve just purging the NOS on the Sigma.
Tell you what, Stewie, Sigma versus Skidma would be a good run.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. And also Mrs. LS1.
Oh, true, very true.
Oh, a little bit of smoke out of the Sigma half track.
It's been done a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah.
9.79 with a 3 at 114 as the Subaru goes through for a 14.53 with a 4 at 99. As we've got the Outback Crosstrek, it looks like. The Nana spec, as we've been calling it, taking on the i30.
Because there is actually a page on Facebook, which I think my mate Conrad is actually part of. They're all lifted Subaru Outbacks. They do a little bit of off-roading and camping.
All right, so the Subaru with a much better light here. Done a handful of passes here tonight.
13.63 with a 3 at 104 from the Rocket Lane, Bushy.
Yeah, the Hyundai getting there first. 16.70 at 85 miles an hour for the Subaru.
The Mark 1 Mustang takes on the Lexan Wagon.
Mustang goes 2 seconds to the 60 foot. Through the finish, through the 8th mile at 8.28 at 88 miles an hour, and through the finish line at 12.58 with the 0, 115 miles an hour. And the wagon, 11:34 with a 4 at 135 miles an hour. .075 on the tree for the rider in the Aeroflow lane. 121 miles an hour at half track through the finish line. 964, 151 at the finish line. On the brakes to a 10:51 with a 9 at 136 in the rocket lane.
So have a quick track walk here.
Yeah, guys, we've got a few drops, fine drops coming down on the start line. So we're just going to hold off on racing for the moment and see what it's doing.
So do a quick track check. We might chuck some ads back on again for a couple of minutes. Come back to you straight after the break.
Boosted by Aeroflow Performance. A complete lineup of high-performance turbochargers, external wastegates, manifolds and turbo accessories. Engineered to handle the pressure and deliver serious power. Streetcar, weekend weapon or full race build. When you're ready for real boost, Aeroflow delivers performance without the premium price tag. Get boosted by Aeroflow. See the full boosted range now at aeroflowperformance.com.
Team coordinator for Volante Rosso. We're here at Phillip Island where we've got our Radicals and our GT3. They're currently out on track and they're the champions of the weekend. However, we wouldn't be here without our partners Pack Lease, who are the real heroes who help us get here. They help us get to any event that we need to go to, including race weekends, media days and track days. We've been partnered with the team at Pack Lease for the past 3 years, and we couldn't think of anyone better who we want to do this with. They get us from A to B and to every racetrack and every event that we need to go to. They are so extremely helpful with everything that we need, and we love being partnered with them.
Simpson Race Products Australia offers the widest range of safety gear, including helmets, Simpson hybrids, boots, driving suits, gloves, harnesses, underwear, accessories, and much more. Whether you're on the drag strip, circuit, or off-road, Simpson Race Products Australia has all the gear to keep you protected. Built to protect every race, every track, every lap. Simpson Racing Products Australia. For more information or to get some of the best safety equipment in Australia, send an email to sales@simpsonraceproducts.com.au or contact them directly on 0407 108 103 or 02 9545 6662.
have this incredible drive to succeed. I've just got this ambition, I want to get on the podium. I think there's a lot of people that have an older mentality and don't think women belong in motorsport, and that's one thing I'd like to prove a lot of people wrong. It's you in the car and it's your ambition and your drive to win. As soon as that helmet goes on, that's it. I'm Brooke Newson. I'm a sprint car and outlaw car driver.
Bang Shift Automatic Shifters by Aeroflow Performance. A premium range of performance automatic shifters engineered for positive engagement, smooth operation and precise gear selection when it counts. From tough street builds to dedicated race cars, Bang Shift delivers clean, confident shifts and total control, pass after pass. When precision matters, make every shift count. Upgrade to Bang Shift from Aeroflow Performance. See the full range now at aeroflowperformance.com.
We've always had a few cars. They're all special. The T-Bird.
Oh, that's mine.
The Combi for when we want to get away. The XR8.
It's going to be a classic.
They're all insured with Shannon's,
We've also got Shannon's Home and Contents cover.
which helps protect our automotive collectibles, tools and memorabilia in the home and garage. If you're motoring enthusiasts like us, it's got to be
Shannon's.
Shannon's, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 13 46 46 for a quote.
X-Pro Ignition by Aeroflow Performance. A complete range of high-performance spark plug leads, ignition coils, control boxes, distributors and supporting components. Engineered for stronger spark, sharper throttle response and total ignition control. From street builds to serious race applications, X-Pro delivers the spark your engine demands, with reliability you can trust. Don't leave power on the table. Upgrade to X-Pro Ignition from Aeroflow Performance. See the full range now at aeroflowperformance.com.
From routine servicing to full performance builds, Carbon Auto House is where performance meets perfection. We specialize in diagnostic reports and repairs, performance modifications and software tuning, routine maintenance and servicing, plus dedicated motorsport support. Whether it's fault finding, dyno tuning, custom hardware packages, or keeping your daily driver running at its best, our experienced team delivers quality workmanship with attention to every detail. Explore our extensive range of products for Volkswagen, Audi, and more at www.carbonautohouse.com.au. Carbon Auto House, passion driven by you.
Drag racing, it isn't just a sport, it's our legacy. Performance, it isn't just a word, it's our promise. 3 generations, 1 unwavering passion. Speedflow, where innovation meets performance. Proudly Australian, unmistakably world class. Speedflow.
Hi, I'm Anthony Matuk, and this is MR Engineering.
You can spot them from a mile away. The ones who run Mickeys. They don't blend in. They don't back down. They build bigger.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, there has been a little bit of precipitation happening down at the bottom end of the racetrack, and the meeting director has just made the decision to conclude tonight's event, just due to being able to dry the track in time and the braking area, of course. That is often the hardest part of drying the racetrack here at Sydney Dragway. So on behalf of the Sydney Dragway management, track crew, the commentary team, we'd like to wish each and every one of you a good night and to be safe on the roads. Keep an eye on the track's website, sydneydragway.com.au. I hope you can join myself and Stu on Saturday. And as Adam has said, that event kicking off at 9 a.m. If you can't be at the event live in person, we will be streaming the event through the Track's YouTube channel. Thank you very much to all of our patrons that came along to the venue tonight. Appreciate your patronage. Also, thank you to those that chimed into the live streams. Always great to get your commentary, your feedback, and your banter. So once again, on behalf of the Sydney Dragway commentary team and management and the racetracks, have a good night and be safe on the roads. We'll speak to you soon. Good night.